Can you dig it, sucker? Can you dig it, sucker?
Cut the music, DJ. DJ, cut the shit. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? How is everybody doing? How is the sound? Can you hear everything? Can you hear my voice okay? And how is everybody doing on 9/22/2024? Hope everybody's doing good. Now, we got a wonderful show. I want to go ahead and go through the chat, all right? Because we got quite a few chats, and I was getting sound and everything up. But I want to go through the chat and welcome everybody in. I want everybody to lay it down in the chat. Whatever you got to say, lay your feelings, emotions. You just want to talk. Just say whatever. Burn up the chat. That's what you can do, all right? John 5, what's going on? Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. Big salute. Thank you for tuning in, sir. I see DJC Money in the Biznilden. All right, DJC Money has shut the whole show down, y'all. So please, can we respect DJC Money? Y'all see him in the chat. Can we, please, I don't need that today. Also, I see my man, Big OG Lamont in the building. What's going on, my man? Bow. Dap me up. I see you there, man. Over on Twitch. We on multiple platforms, everybody. So shout out to everybody on Quick. Quick. Wow, that's already, I need to take a sip. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on Kick, Twitch, Twitter or X, Facebook, YouTube. Am I leaving anybody out? You know what I'm saying? I might be leaving a couple out. Trovo, we on a couple of different platforms. So everybody, shout out to everybody where you are, wherever you are. Burn up the chat, wherever you are. All right? Yo, I want to get to it because we got one hell of a show. So we're going to try to knock this out. Now, I didn't set everything up beforehand. So excuse me as I get things set up here. All right, okay. It seems like I got things set up. All right, I didn't think everything was going to work out. Let me see if the buttons are still set. Okay, buttons look good. No, we actually look pretty good. I'm not even mad. Yo, I'm actually pretty happy with the way we look. So we're going to go through each one of these topics. And this one is very near and dear to a lot of our hearts, especially on this channel with all of us dealing with like modding. You know, we all have modded systems at some time or played some old school ROMs, right? So this is going to be really dedicated to everyone who plays retro games. I think they might listen to this and go, you know. So as we got it up here, ooh, my goodness. All right. Now, I want to read this story here. And also, I want to shout out Dr. Specimen. I know Dr. Specimen is out right now. For everybody looking for the co-host. Co-host is actually, he's doing his Duck Dizzle. We got a Tuesday show that will be coming. So stay tuned for the Tuesday show where we'll be covering a lot of the modding news. We'll cover some of it here, but we like to cover, you know, majority of the modding news. All right, so let's get to it. Italian authorities have dismantled. And I mean dismantle. Oh, my goodness. Let me repeat that. Because an Italian, you don't usually hear that, right? Shout out to the Italian authorities. Italian authorities have dismantled a video game trafficking ring, seizing counterfeit retro gaming consoles and games worth nearly $55.5 million damn dollars. The illegal operation involved pirated versions of iconic consoles from Nintendo, Sega, and Atari, as well as fake copies of classic games like Mario Brothers, Street Fighters, and Star Wars. Around 12,000 consoles and 47 million pirated games were confiscated. Let me say that again. Around 12,000 consoles and 47 million pirated games were confiscated. Now, with the counterfeit products primarily imported from China, you know, I seen a lot of them coming in, and sold both online and in specialized shops. A lot of people are wondering, is this trend going to continue? Now, I just want to go ahead and let you guys know a few things from my standpoint first. I kind of hear these things, and on one hand, I go, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, they busted somebody, man. I don't like folks getting busted, man. They just trying to hustle, you know, and I understand big businesses losing money and it has a detrimental effect overall. But still, you know, they're providing damn games that ain't available everywhere. Some of them, look, 47 million pirated games. I guarantee you a lot of those games are not being sold anymore. So what do you do about those games? Now, also we talked about Gary Bowser. Shout out my dog. Big salute to Gary Bowser. Now, Gary Bowser, you guys haven't seen the interview, check it out. But he was one that actually went through a court case with Nintendo. All right. And there was a huge amount that he still has to pay back based on the amount of the games. Now, if I was to tell you 47 million pirated games, what do you think the retail value of 47 million pirated games from all different consoles are? I'll wait. MGR, big salute. I see y'all in the chat. I'm getting to the chat, man. I had to get the chat pulled up at the same time. All right, let me get to all this straight because I want to have the chat pulled up where I can see everybody pulled up together. So hold up. Everything changing up. I see that. Yo, it adjusted. Why is my sound lower? Yo, I hope it didn't mess everything. Hold on a second, man. Let me get, my sound just went quiet. Let me get everything audio. Let me make sure. We're going to do a quick change. Hold up. All right, there we go. Now I feel better. Now I feel like I hear everything better. It was just a little weird when I moved everything around. All right. So I would like to say, how much do you think that is? I can tell you it's an absurd amount. And to be honest, most of those games are not being sold anymore. So how do you put a value on that? Also, you know, some of these games, even if they are being sold, $5, $3, $1, 50 cents, 25 cents, like, but I guarantee you in this court case, it's probably going to be in the billions of dollars. But then on the other side, you got to say, yo, they are dealing with the legal business. You cannot make counterfeit consoles and games and sell them and expect to make a killing. Because eventually, the feds coming for your ass. And it ain't going to be no state shit because you shipping it across, okay? Once you crossing any state lines, any shit like that, it's over. The feds is involved. So if you come in the States, they'll get you, okay? But this is the Italian authorities. So it is something that's being tracked all over. Now, this console, I actually have a console very similar. I don't know if a lot of people know, but these consoles are being sold all over. You can buy them anywhere. You can buy it on TikTok right now. You can buy it on Amazon. Let me go ahead and see if I can pull it up now. I'm going to pull up my screen here. Okay, it is up. So I'm going to see if I can cut the controller on. Right? This is one of them. Just so you guys can see, this is one. Look at that. Now, I don't have the sound or anything because I don't want to be getting to the sound. It might be loud. It didn't all that. So I didn't do all that. All right? So I don't even want to hear all that. But nonetheless, look at all the different consoles that you can go through. Yes, this was preloaded and came to me just like this. Well organized, decorated, photos, beautiful. I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm just scrolling down, but every one of you are probably looking like, damn, that's a lot of stuff. I know. Now, let me take a look. Let's go to all games. Okay. Now, they don't have, okay, 41,873. So that could be 41,873 games on here, right? Some of them have stars by them, and you can see some of your favorites, okay? They're coming preloaded like this, bro. And they're more than likely they could be coming from China. Now people are buying them up. This was actually given to me for a shoppable ad. They wanted me to do a video for it, and I did. And TikTok still has it up. So isn't that crazy? They can bust authorities somewhere, but TikTok still got my video up. And I love TikTok. Big shout out to TikTok. Salute, because I love TikTok. All right? I ain't even gonna hate on TikTok. I love YouTube, Facebook, every single platform. Okay? I ain't got no hate on none of my bosses. Those are my bosses. I don't care what you say. If you're putting content on a platform, that's your damn boss. Admit it. All right? I'm gonna say it. I ain't got no disrespect to y'all. I love y'all, man. But this is just ridiculous. I'm still scrolling down, and y'all probably still looking at games. So I just wanted y'all to get an idea of what's currently out there flooding the markets. I don't see how you stop this. So 12,000 consoles and 47 million pirated games. Those were consoles, probably replicas. You've seen a little small Nintendo. I should have brought one of those in there. I got one of those too. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and click something. Let's see how it runs. We got Pit Fighter. Okay, Power Instinct 2. I don't know. These are some, I ain't feeling. I don't really like doing MAME. You know what I mean? But let's click it. Let's see what happens. I haven't, even done this thing ever. I don't know what's going to happen. I probably could break the whole thing. Did I pick a game? Okay, I did. Loading, Pit Fighter. Okay, this is not bad. This is not damn bad. Okay, loaded. I don't play this often too. All right. Magnus, I'm gonna actually put a link to this in the description when I repost it, because I don't know the name of it exactly. But it's a little stick, an HDMI device that you just plug into your TV. That's it. That's all it is. It's one of those. Simply plug it in, and yeah, it's one of them from it's a little HDMI stick though. Just a little HDMI stick, not a hard drive or anything, just an HDMI stick. Plug it in any TV. You go to a hotel out of town, plug it in the TV. You don't have to bring the Xbox Series X. Maybe you just want to play some old school games. That's what I use it for. I think it's very good to use for that. I'm going to be honest. You know what I mean? Like I was at a hotel and I'm like, man, the internet is janky. You know what I mean? You trying to watch your movies. The Netflix is buffering. No Netflix and chill night. Plug this in, man. You don't need no internet or nothing. You got all your games right here, bro. Throw a couple in there, start the game. Simple as that. You say you're about to get, I'm not doing, this is what's being sold out here. Okay? If you want to crucify me for showing what the hell they're selling out here on all these damn stores, okay? Then crucify me. But this is on TikTok, Amazon, all these different shops. You can find this same item. All right? And you see how I can quickly just close the content and go right back. Okay. It's not a promotion, okay? I ain't trying to promote, because I definitely ain't promoting this. Okay, Game Box, that's what it's called. I don't know, hey, I'm not promoting it, but I'm just letting you know. That was one of the things. But I do like the 4-player game thing. By the way, did come with 2 controllers, by the way. All right, that's enough about talking about pirated content. We're done with that. Okay, let's go ahead and pull back up the topics. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I got way off here. I definitely will link you. Oh, gosh, I will link you. Anyways, I just want to wrap this up by saying on this topic, given the popularity of retro gaming and the importance of safeguarding all our physical hardware and our rights to play these games, we got to do something. You have Super Mario 64 being sold unopened for how many million? Play! Bull crap, man. All right? Stop playing with me. Super Mario 64 being sold for that much. No, I don't care. We got to do something or we're going to lose everything. Trust me. Big business is going to take it. It's going to hurt. All right. Let's go on to the next topic. Now, I'm going to see if this works. I got these buttons going here. Let's see. Oh, gosh, it works perfectly. Man, I hate to talk about the Madden curse, y'all. Shout out to everybody who plays Madden. I can dig it, Booker T. I can dig it. I'm a guy that used to play Madden faithfully. Played it all the time. I was one of those guys, man, you couldn't tell nothing. It was like, man, play me a Madden. Man, well, play me a Madden. Put your money where your mouth is, man. Put the money down. That was me. Not no more. I haven't played Madden in a long time, but there are a lot of people who have continued to keep that legacy alive. But one legacy that has been alive for a long, long time is the Madden curse. Guys, I don't know if a lot of you know about the Madden curse, but the Madden curse is something that, hold on, my mic got low. There we go. That's better. The Madden curse is something that I can explain quick, fast, and then I'll read through the article. But if you see a player on a cover of Madden, do not bet money that he's going to do good the following season. That's all I'm going to say. Now, the Madden curse refers to a curious trend where NFL stars featured on the cover of the popular Madden NFL video game series either experience a decline in performance or suffer a significant injury or injuries the following season. Since 1999, when Garrison Hearst was first featured on the cover, a notable number of players have seemingly been cursed after gracing the cover. Okay? I'm going to give some quick examples here. And what's going on, Joe? Dap me up. But all my Madden fans know about the curse. And you guys, if you know some examples, you can put in the chat. But I'm going to give some here. But over the years, there's been several high-profile cases, all right? But I'm going to give a few here. Garrison Hurst broke his ankle during the 1998 playoffs, forcing him to miss the next 2 seasons. Similarly, my dog, Philadelphia Eagles, shout out y'all, everybody know how I rock with Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, everybody, but Michael Vick, who appeared on the cover of Madden NFL 2004, broke his leg in the preseason and missed 11 games that year. Okay, shall we go on? Other notable examples include Barry Sanders. We all know the famous and infamous Barry Sanders, who unexpectedly retired before the 99 season after being on the cover. And we'll go to Antonio Brown. We don't got to say much about Antonio Brown, but the off-the-field issues have derailed his career. Now, from a statistical standpoint, that was wow. From a statistical standpoint, the concept of reversion to the mean plays a significant role. Y'all hear that? I wrote that different. Reversion to the mean. All right, I don't want to have to break that down, but it's statistically pretty much. That's what I'm trying to get to. It really is statistically. I don't think, I'm not a big dude that believe in, ooh, the curse is coming. Oh, you went under the ladder. You know what I mean? Oh, you broke that mirror. You're going to have 7 years bad luck, Nick. Oh, my goodness. If that was the case, I'd still be getting bad luck crossing black cats, right? So I'm not a very superstitious dude. I do believe in auras. I believe in karma, which is sort of falls into the lines of superstition. So I can be contradicting. I'm not saying I'm not, but I don't believe in all this. I do believe, though, when you on that cover, something happens. Now, why do I bring this up? Because now we have our latest for 2024 in the Madden curse that makes it true. Recent stars are not spared. Or spared, I should say. I don't know why. But recent stars aren't spared, okay? Christian McCaffrey was on the 2024 cover. He represented, man. That was a nice, you see the picture behind me. Christian McCaffrey is a bad man. Woo! He bad, all right? But he was sidelined due to injuries shortly after the game's release. 4 weeks. He's going to be out shortly after the game's release. Josh Allen, okay, currently leads the league in turnovers. Featured on the cover. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. It's real. The Madden curse is real, y'all. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? We don't even need to talk about this subject anymore because we got a lot of other great subjects. I want to get to a big one at the end. But, the Madden curse is real. That's it. It's real. Ain't no way this many players for this many years get on the cover of Madden and that happens. Tell me another sports title that happened on. Does it happen to hockey? Does it happen to racing? Does it happen to NBA? Does it happen to MLB? Where does it happen? Where does it happen? Show me. But some reason in football, EA Sports. EA, you dirty son of a gun. Ow, Macho Man Randy Savage elbow drop your ass off the top rope. Doing this. Okay, I don't know what you did. I'm blaming you. All right? Joe, what's going on? I see you. Dap me up. Harry Knuckles and all. I see you at work. You know what I mean? All right, it's cool. Do your thug dizzle. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next subject. Like I said, we're going to get through these because I have a very powerful last 3. All right? Very powerful. But, everybody, shout out Madden. And anybody play Madden 25? Anybody play it? How good is it? Because I seen the ratings. The ratings was 6 out of 10, bro. That ain't so good. I don't know if Madden's looking the same every year, but if it is 6 out of 10, nasty work. I hope it's good, though. I'm going to give it a try. Now, let's go ahead and move on. See, that was nice, guys. I like you guys. See, man, y'all going to make me go crazy. Here we go. Hopefully I got it. Yo, it is so nice. When you get the Stream Deck all set up nice, man, and you ain't got to be clicking all that. Just so y'all know, man. Look at all my topics set up nice. I can go to the next thing. I got sounds. Go to the next one, get some more sounds. You know what I mean? When you get it set up right, man, it ain't nothing like it. Get your whole podcast going, man. Thank you, Stream Deck. Thank you, Elgato. You know I'm a bougie bitch at times, Elgato. I'm tripping, y'all. I'm tripping. My bad. Hold up. The soundboard not working. Don't play. Hold up. You telling me you can't hear Booker T? You can't hear Booker T? Stop playing, man. The soundboard was working earlier, man. The soundboard, don't play with me. The soundboard, hold on, y'all. This over. We ain't doing this. We're not doing this, bro. We're not doing this. Hold on. They gon' because I will slap my computer in front of everybody. I'm dead serious. Here we go. Yo, I know what's going on, bro. See, that's why I'm gonna slap it. Here we go. Man, I'm sick of this damn. Here we go, man. Now you can hear it.
Can you dig it, sucker?
There, man. Damn, man. Come on, Wavelength. Wavelength, what's up, Elgato? You gonna do me good, make me a bougie bitch. 1 second, now you make me All right, my bad. All right, everybody see here, y'all know how I am. I'm not a big fanboy of Sony, bro. I'm actually a faithful hater of Sony, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not even gonna lie, man. These subjects are tough for me, but because let me keep it real. I'm a gamer first, right? So I love gaming. I do have multiple Sony systems, so I can't even cap. I can't even lie like I'm that much of a Sony hater. When a Sony game come out, I buy it and I play it on the low. But that's cool. I just don't let y'all know. That's me. But this right here, I kind of got to give it up, man. I got to give it up, bro. Sony is coming with something, bro. These systems, they've been dropping. The PlayStation 5 Pro, I know people talked about the $700 price tag. I'm not going to lie. They crazy. I gave Sony the pimp slap for you. That is wild, Sony, $700. Drop the price of the original PlayStation 4 and bring that price down to $600 for that Pro. You tripping. But other than that, to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the original PlayStation, Sony has revealed a limited edition PlayStation 5 Slim and a PlayStation 5 Pro, designed to mimic the look of the original PS1 console. Now, these special edition consoles feature a retro gray finish, similar to the color scheme of the original PlayStation 1 console, complete with classic multicolored PlayStation logo, alongside the console's matching DualSense and DualSense Edge controllers will also be available. Now, what I want to do is actually pull up pictures of this, because I do have pictures, all right? I want to go ahead and pull up beautiful pictures of this PlayStation 5 and just show you guys how it looks, all right? Now, yo, you know when Windows craps on you? Like you click Windows Explorer and it does nothing? That's what just happened. But it caught up. It caught up, okay? Don't trip on me. I'll get on you. Double click. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on screen. Everybody let me know if this shows correctly. You know, sometimes things may be off. They don't look correctly 100 times. I like to make it look 100. All right? So let's see if this works. All right. Bam. Let's pull this over here. Bring it up. And share screen. All right, Restream. Don't fail me, Restream. Please don't. I'll snuff your ass. My bad, yeah, my bad. I almost snuffed my webcam, man. My bad. All right, there we go. Now, what happened to why did I get low all of a sudden? Yo, this is, all right. We cool. Can y'all still hear me okay? All right, we good. So, PlayStation 5 Pro and PlayStation 5 Digital Edition 30th anniversary. Let's get to these pictures, man. Now, they got a video here. I might just scroll through the video. Where we got some pictures? Y'all got to have some pictures, man. Y'all ain't got no pictures, Eurogamer? Oh, that's crazy. Well, we going to go ahead and just take a quick look through the video.
Hi, I'm...
Mute that. We don't need to hear nothing. We're not trying to get any type of strikes or any of that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing none of that. All right? So let's get to it. We just want to see the pictures. We don't need to see all that. All right, let's look at that. Let's pull it up on big screen. All right, that looks pretty good, man. I can't even lie. Yo, you know what? We disrespecting. We got to go to YouTube. My bad, YouTube.
This PS5 looks pretty familiar for me.
Yeah. So,
my bad. I ain't mean to do you like that, YouTube. Let me stop the sharing. Get it pulled up on YouTube. I know YouTube. My bad. I ain't mean to do y'all like that, man. Here you go. I got you up. All right, cool. There you go. Stop tripping. All right, so here we go.
It has a PlayStation 30th anniversary printing, and then on top.
All right, there we go. So, I don't want to play the audio at all, bro. And I don't even want to play the video too much because I already know they probably flagged me for what I did just now. But you can see the nice little touches they're putting on it to make it just like that classic, man. I'm not going to lie. For those who don't remember the original PlayStation 1, you're crazy. Now, let me get to the chat. Dr. Specimen, dap me up. I see you in the chat. Joe, okay. Nick. Yo, he said put it for the ad. Man, you know it was a dude, man. I couldn't do nothing, man. It was a dude popped up first, man. I could have did the female thing, you know. Now, here we go. I'm going to go ahead. Look at that controller, bro. Ah! I'm hating. I ain't going to lie, Sony. You know what? I ain't even going to do it. I'm going to let them get a sound, man. Good job, bro. Great job. I'm not even going to lie. That is beautiful, man. That is a beautiful controller. It damn near kind of looked like this controller I got for little to nothing. You know what I'm saying? From some rinky-dink, you know, who knows where. But still, the beautiful classic look with the colors, sleek. I can't even lie. I ain't gonna hate. One thing I don't like, though, I don't like that control pad. Look, you need something. When I'm throwing a fireball, it need to connect, man. It need to connect, man. When I'm throwing a Hadouken fireball, it need to connect. I don't need the old school when I'm trying to throw a Hadouken fireball. But there we go. I just had to say that. All right. Now, we want to go ahead. Let's take a couple other ones. I want to see what else they got. I love this right here. This is beautiful to me because it keeps that same classic look of a plug-in for a memory card, controller. You know, it still keeps the same classic look. And that is probably my highlight of the entire thing. Like, this right here is probably like one of the, like, it's like putting a cherry on top of the cake, man. Like, this is beautiful right there. I can't even hate. Really, I can't hate. Now we can go ahead and look at some other things. Oh, my God. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm hating on Sony, bro. I'm hating on Sony, man. Sony is doing it. They doing it and doing it and doing it damn wild, man. This is crazy. Everything looking good. Come on, man. My bad, y'all. I went on a rant. My bad. I'm sorry. But these look great, man. They look great. I can't even hate. Every time I'm taking, look at the little touches. Oh, my God. Man, get this out of here, man. I don't even want to look at this no more, man. Let's cut this off, bro. Let's cut this shit off, man. I don't even want to talk about something, man. This bullshit ass shit. Oh, I forget I'm live. Yo, anyways, man. Sony, congratulations, man. Beautiful system. I'm not gonna lie. These these 30th editions, man, they are gorgeous. Now, let me go ahead and give some more detail on these, though. Sony is releasing only 12,300 units of the PS5 Pro 30th Anniversary Edition. A nod to the original PlayStation's December 3rd, 1994 launch date. Each console will be individually numbered, adding to its collectability, and pre-orders will begin on September 26th. So guys, September 26th, if you are able to grab one of these consoles, you do have like this wonderful collectible that's probably going to be worth you know, a lot of money. And even immediately, you might get this and someone may immediately pay over, you know, a lot of money for it. So September 26th, I want all you guys to get your bots ready because that's what most of you going to be doing. All right. If you don't, you're losing. All right. Because the bots is out there. But nonetheless, go ahead and give your shot and see if you can get it. Now, I will say this is a nostalgic masterpiece for gamers, but my big fear in this is the scalping capabilities, y'all. I just mentioned bots. Do y'all think a human gonna get this? I mean, a bot's gonna work for a human, but I mean, do you think how many, okay, let's do this. Let's play a game, okay? How many humans do you think are going to actually make it through the purchase system and be able to purchase this item? Human beings.
Me.
All right. Dr. Specimen, how are you doing, sir?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Now, I'm curious what people think. Now, Dr. Specimen, how many people do you think?
I'm betting a handful of YouTubers, some guy from Croatia, and the rest are going to be in scalping warehouses.
Yep. I pretty much agree to that. Scalpers have mastered the market. It's pretty much, you know, they are making money hand over foot. I just showed a retro game system that I was playing, which I might pull up later. You know what I mean? Just to show everybody how it looks. But it's nothing you can do, bro. So I hope I'm gonna try to get one. I'm gonna let everybody know I'm gonna try to get one, but I'm gonna try to fight. I'm gonna try to fight with a bot. You know, I'm definitely fighting with a bot. I'm letting everybody know.
Like a 20th anniversary one or a 25th anniversary? I can't remember which.
I forgot which. This is a 30th anniversary. All right, so this is a
This
30th. I'm
anniversary
not
would
sure
have
if
been
they had.
2019. So yeah, no, they might have. 'Cause I swear
they
they did a
probably have.
PS4.
They
They
probably
did
have.
a PS4 version of this. Actually, I
They
know
probably
they
have.
did.
They probably have, and that's why I said. That's why I'm not even going to say for certain. They probably have. But of course, everybody wants to go back to retro now. That's where everything is. It's in retro gaming, right? That's where the whole money
So
is.
retro.
I know, man. Retro bros. So other than that, we got to look at it, man.
Well, hey,
I'm a
Nick,
faithful hater. What's going
you
on?
you want to know the best place to play your retro games?
What's that?
SNES Classic Edition. Problem with that though is there's not enough games on it. So if you want more games on it, then you got to get the.
I already knew it was coming too. You know how some people know, like to say, because we do this all day, you know what I'm saying? But everybody else may not know. I'm like, I know where this going.
Some people are going to be so confused. Like, what the fuck is
Look, he
that?
about to hit it, y'all. Look on the soundboard. I'm like, the soundboard. We ain't even got to do winks. Some people be like, hey, man, do a little. We got a private chat. You know what I mean? I ain't had to do nothing. But 30th edition, Dr. Specimen, before I move on to the next topic, what do you think about it overall? 1 to 10. How do you feel?
Like just based on looks?
Yeah, just based on looks.
7.5.
Okay.
Great paint job, but I get why they're doing it. It's to distract from the shittiness of the PS5 Pro launch. I'm sorry, I'm not letting it completely slide. It's a good paint job. It would have looked just as fine on the regular PS5, but they shoehorned it for the PS5 Pro just to get that extra, that extra goodwill from people, and I'm not letting them have it.
Now, Dr. Specimen, I want to unpack on that. The disastrous PS5 Pro launch. Now, we do know one of the major factors was the price tag, right? $700. That was a big one.
Completely
but also
fucking insane.
Yeah, insane. But no disk drive. Which a lot of people think if I'm going to go with no disk drive, then why don't I just purchase the one with the disk drive? Can you explain that, Dr. Specimen, like what the marketing department may have been thinking at the time? I'm just curious.
I have no fucking clue. Here's my thing, okay? Up until the PS4, graphics were just getting better and better and better. The PS4 Pro, as much as checkerboard rendering kind of sucked, it had a purpose. Graphics improved significantly from 2013 to, what was it, like 2017, 2016, when the PS4 Pro launched.
That's about
Same
good.
thing. Xbox One to the Xbox One X. Very big. I don't think that used checkerboard rendering, but even if it did use a bit of checkerboard rendering, it had a purpose. And shit, like the Xbox One S was like, hey, can't really play games in 4K, but we're going to support 4K video output so that you can use the new 4K Blu-ray drive to watch your 4K movies. Okay, cool. Makes perfect sense.
You're breaking it down.
Nothing has changed from 2020 to 2024 in terms of game quality. Maybe ray tracing, but no one cares. No one cares about ray tracing.
You don't even hear about it anymore. It used to be a big thing, talked about a lot. But now you really don't even hear about it even as much from the enthusiast like you used to.
You know what? You know what the PS4 Pro should do?
What's
PS4 Pro, or the PS5 Pro, I should say, should be a PS5 with a slight tweak to whatever hardware is on it that allows you to turn off ray tracing. Because guess what? Your games will look 90% as good and will run 30% faster. I bullshitted those numbers. Those are probably way too conservative. I bet it'd run even better than 30% better, and it probably would still look 95% as good.
He's right. And that's a big complaint that a lot of people, and I want to give credit to Microsoft. Microsoft has a lot of games where you are able to get into those settings and disable. Right? And now I don't know on Sony's side, but I know Microsoft has a lot of games where you are able to get in. So I love that answer. I think that's a great, 7.5 to 10, the paint job and everything. Now, me, myself, I will say I'm a faithful Sony hater. I've told everybody. But that digital console to me was the dumbest damn thing since Microsoft said their system was going to be online only.
Well, and let me give you
flat out.
Let me give you a personal reason why I don't like digital consoles. I just had to deal with this yesterday. I was on I was on my Switch in the living room playing some games, and I was like, you know what? Just go check the eShop. Just troll the eShop. Haven't done it in a very long time. Let's see what there is. And after kind of looking with my roommate, we were just like looking at stuff, and we were looking at really these like shitty kind of mobile game ports. I was looking at it, and I'm like, hey, I recognize that publisher, Cubic Games. Why do I recognize that? I go to them, and I go, oh shit, they published the Bit Trip collection port on the Switch. You know what? I don't got a lot of money right now, but you know what? I always love me some Bit Trip. Let me just buy the Switch port so I can say I bought the Switch port. So I did that. But guess what? I don't really care too much to play that on my Switch. You know what I want to play it on? I want to play that bitch on my Steam Deck. I'd rather play it on my Steam Deck. And here's the problem. If I had a game card, you know what I'd have to do? Either one, boot my emuland, pop my card in, dump it to my SD card, or pop out my nifty MIG dumper and or extractor when I eventually get that, and dump the game card directly to my computer. It's that simple. What did I have to do for this? Well, I could have redumped my whole system, man, and you know, then dumped it using my emuland. But no, I had to take the risk of booting Sysnan custom firmware so I could open up Gold Leaf and dump all the games. You think I was comfortable doing that? Fuck no, I wasn't. It was really uncomfortable. But I did it. I'm not banned from the eShop yet, thank God. Seems like I'll be all right. I didn't touch anything besides going right into the album and loading up Gold Leaf. But it is so much more, A, it's so much more risky, and B, it's so much more difficult. Because if I didn't have a mod chip Switch, if this Switch I had, which is a 2018 Switch, so it's past Fuse Delay, I'd have to be going out, buying a mod chip, doing the whole mod chip process, figuring out how the custom firmware works, getting an emuland set up, or just having to take the risk on Sysnan just to dump my fucking games. Meanwhile, I could get the emuland set up, dump the card by just putting the card in, because I can go between the emuland and the regular land, or just spend $60, buy a dumper, or $30 when the extractor comes out, buy a dumper, dump that shit straight to my computer. It is a method of control. That's why they want digital. It's so much easier to dump, even if you need to get a hardware dumper. You just need to figure out how to decrypt that shit. Maybe make the person get the key. Maybe go on the shadier side like Mig and just include all the software and just let them get seized to customs. Buy a dumper, dump that shit straight to your computer. You can't do that without some serious fucking work if you want to do that through digital stuff, because you know that they've got 25 and a half layers of encryption on that hard drive, and good luck getting to it all through the system software and different, you know, hidden partitions and all that kind of shit. You don't have to worry about that with physical media, because you don't have to worry about your system software or your save games or anything like that. You just worry about the game itself.
Hey, you broke it down well. It was kind of, and I touched earlier, I know it wasn't here, but there was actually a counterfeit ring, busted 12,000 consoles, 47 million pirated games, yada, yada, you know, a bunch of stuff like that.
47 million.
Yo, I laughed at that too. They said 47 million. And I'm like, you know, in the court case, how much they're going to say that's worth? 47 million. Oh my goodness. They're going to put retail
dozens of billions. Like, genuinely.
It's crazy how they get these numbers, man. It's crazy. They want, and you're right. I do believe in the digital control. You're right. Once you take away that physical drive, any barrier they want to put up for you to go through, Sony is actually dealing with shit now, multiple things, and I'm gonna go on that. But God of War, right? It's a sign-in requirement. People don't like that shit. It's getting review bombed. Okay, I do believe Sony is going through like a bad PR time, and
it's like the PS3 era.
Ooh, like that.
It's exactly like the PS3 era, and even including having a bad price on a system.
Yeah, down to damn, you're right. That price was ridiculous when that PS3 dropped. Everybody was like, "What the?"
If the PS5 Pro cost $700, but it included a disc drive, I wouldn't have cared. Honestly, you know, fine. It's really expensive, but you know what? Honestly, I think it's a needless upgrade to begin with. You know what? It's no different from, say, having a, now, you know, I don't really like the PCification of the consoles, but fine. You want to have an RTX 4060 console and an RTX 4090 console. Fine. It's simple. Do you want the runs your games perfectly fine console, or do you want the you get anal about every single Pixel console. It's an easy two choices, but the absolute non-starter for me is not having a way to use physical media on it in the box. They want you. They hope that you either don't have enough money or that you just don't care enough at the end of the day to get that disc drive, so that you start buying physical games again. I even had a friend of mine who he pretty much buys all his games physical. He wanted his games dumped, and guess what? Nintendo can't bitch at me because they're like, oh, you had to give him your Switch or whatever. Like, there's a chance that he could have touched your system and you didn't own it. Nope. You know what I did? Threw him my MIG dumper. He got his own cable, plugged that shit into his computer. I never had to touch any of his games. All of his games went straight to his computer, and the dumper went back to me. Simple as. No piracy, no nothing. No one can tell me that anything that happened there was immoral and, in my opinion, illegal. Because I think I think all these game companies wrapping encryption around their software just to then cry circumvention.
Yeah, circumvention
should be illegal. And I think if a serious judge who wasn't, who actually was willing to listen to both sides instead of whoever had the most money to dump into lawyers, would look at it and go, we've allowed for personal backups of games to exist for decades, and it's only changed because they're using a loophole with anti-circumvention. That is bullshit. Consumers deserve more protection than that. And what are they going to do? They're going to say, fine, maybe that is coming. Maybe that tidal wave is coming, where we could put any kind of encryption and use proprietary software to make sure that our stuff is checked. And a judge could tell us, fuck off, we can't do that. Okay, fine. We'll just make sure that there's no way in hell the consumer will ever have access to the game code. And if they do get access to it, we'll ban them, we'll threaten them, we'll do whatever we can to make sure that no one can touch the code that we have under any circumstances. And shit like this, you don't think it is, but you look at shit like this and call me look, I'm probably sounding like a more serious psycho conspiracy theorist than my normal mean
they thinking you serious now, man.
This shit pisses me off. It always has pissed me off.
Yeah.
What's up, Slick?
What's going on, Dap? What's up, Slick? We see you in there, man. We here doing the Thug Dizzle. One, because I want to go on to the next one, but Dr. Spencer, one last thing I'm moving. This is not necessarily on the PlayStation thing, but Steam Deck and Grand Theft Auto 5. There was a recent update that made Grand Theft Auto 5 no longer playable for the Steam Deck based on some anti-cheat, like you mentioned, some more, let's say, security, right? And now that game is not playable for Steam Deck users. I'm not sure if they fixed that or not, but that's the last I've heard. Have you heard anything about that? And is that along the same line of what you're saying kind of right now? Is that you're having these game companies saying, hey, here's our anti-cheat. Oh, well, since your Steam Deck hardware or software is not capable of doing XYZ, you're not going to be capable to run this game.
So I could go on for a long time about this, but I'll hit the highlights. No, it has not been resolved. Well, I guess it has been resolved because Valve and Rockstar have just straight up said, yeah, no, it's no longer Steam Deck compatible. They just said that. They're like, we're not going to try to fix this. We're not going to remedy this. It's just no longer compatible. However, the best part about this is I posted this to my Twitter. I was sent an image. It wasn't the person who sent it to me. He said he didn't do this and I didn't do this. But allegedly, if you put in a support ticket, not a refund request, but a support ticket with Steam and say, hey, I bought Grand Theft Auto 5 and I played on my Steam Deck and now it is no longer compatible. I know it's past the date and I've played the game too much, but I would still like a refund because otherwise I'm not going to be able to play this game. I only really play it on my Steam Deck anymore. Valve support will say, we understand. Here's your money back. Give it 2 to 3 business days.
That makes sense. That's actually smart, bro.
Now, I haven't heard
that's
of...
reasonable. I can't even imagine that's reasonable.
I haven't heard of more cases of this happening, but I have seen at least one, I think maybe 2 of cases. I haven't been looking very hard because I play GTA 5 on my laptop anyways. Nah. Quite frankly, I probably should refund it because I don't play it that much, and it would be kind of funny but whatever.
Now refund it and use. That would be funny, but I hear you. I have it because I feel like you never know. A lot of people have the game. You get friends that might want to play it, and at least you have it, right?
I'm thinking in my mind, Valve is being. I mean, this should be the bare minimum, but fine. Valve's being generous, so to speak, by allowing these refunds to go through. I feel like if I put a refund in, I would be abusing it. I have 2 Windows computers perfectly capable of playing GTA 5. I'm not the person who maybe never really cared about Steam that much, besides maybe to play a couple of indie, to download Undertale or something, right? Maybe play a couple of indie games, and then they were like, "Oh shit, Steam Deck's at a reasonable price and it's portable. I can get into PC gaming finally." And they get it and they're like, "Oh, this is awesome. I'm going to buy 10, I got a lot of Christmas money to buy 10 AAA games, and one of them happened to be GTA 5. And then, let's say they got it last Christmas. Less than a year later, your GTA 5 is borked. That's the kind of person that deserves a refund in this case. And I don't want to take away from them. I don't want to waste Valve's time on that.
No, that's good. Good job.
And
there was something else, because I know you mentioned some different highlights. Was there another highlight there?
Technically, GTA 5 is not totally borked. From what I've heard, the anti-cheat only actually activates when you go online. So if you like story mode, you can still play story mode.
All right, that's good. Okay, let's give a little clap. A little clap for that.
It's like Halo. It's like Master Chief Collection, and maybe Infinite. I don't know how the other one, but like Master Chief Collection, you can now Easy Anti-Cheat works with Linux, it seems like, or like the compatibility layer they made for it. But you can, if you want to play with mods, you can. There's a separate launch option to start without the anti-cheat, so you can't go online, but you can play with mods. So it seems like that's kind of
okay. Some people don't play online, right? Some people just play single player.
Well, and that's kind of my thing. I don't really play online because playing online requires effort. Story mode, you kind of can just I just use it to fuck around every once in a while, just kind of do some sandbox stuff. And generally, what happens is I'll go in, I'll try to do something for 5 minutes, I'll get bored, and I'll just I'll turn every cheat on and just start killing everyone just because I get bored.
Same thing with me. I wind up turning Grand Theft
I'm mentally sound, I promise.
I turned it into a trainer mode. Pretty much, I would run a trainer, and I would just turn myself into, another person, turn myself into an animal, turn myself into, it's like at that point, you're trying everything else. I agree. That's kind of.
I will also say too, I love how Valve is, and this is more of a testament to the Steam Deck itself, that what they're doing is they're not bending the knee to Windows by basically saying, if it doesn't work on Linux, it's not getting Steam Deck. Or if it doesn't work on Linux and we can't make it work with Proton, we're not letting it be verified. We're not going to force people to install Windows in order to play your game, and we're not going to mislead people by saying, "Oh yeah, it works on the Steam Deck," but really it means you need to go through the process of installing Windows and installing all the drivers that we graciously support. We give you pretty much all the drivers you need for Windows to run if you would like to, but we're never going to force you. And if anything, we'd actually recommend you don't. Stay with our custom OS. It works well. We make it work, and we take care of all the bullshit that's necessary to tell Microsoft to eat some shit.
Bam. Way to drop it. Now, we're going to go ahead. What's the next? Hold on. Let's see if I can get this right. Bam, are we good? Oh, my Lord. My Lord. Now, I am going to read through the article here, but this one here, I know everybody can take a look behind me. I'm a guy that love fighting games, man. I love fighting games. I love fighting games. It could be Soul Calibur. It can be Dead or Alive. It can be Mortal Kombat. It could be Street Fighter. It could be Battle Arena Toshinden. It could be Star Gladiator. It could be, I can go through a list of different fighting games because I am a fighting game fanatic. Justin Wong is out there whooping somebody's ass right now in Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay? Shout out Justin Wong. Love fighting games, man. I live, I eat, I sleep, I breathe fighting games. When I seen this roster for this game right here, let me go ahead and read it off. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero marks the return of the beloved Budokai Tenkaichi series after a long hiatus, offering fans a massive 182 character roster and a host of new game modes. This arena fighting game is set to release on October 11th. That's someone's birthday, I know. Shout out to them. I ain't gonna say. And will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. With an expansive roster including fan-favorite characters from all eras of Dragon Ball history, the game promises to deliver fast-paced, high-stakes battles, and fans are particularly excited about the destructive combat mechanics that will allow you to destroy each other and your environments. Now, two things to this. One, I could go down the list of the roster. Okay, it's a lot of fighters. 182. I don't have time to go through 182 people. I just don't. Okay. So if you are curious to see the roster, just go right now, Google 182 roster. I guarantee you this will probably be the first thing to come up. And you have images behind me of certain characters, and you can see there's going to be a lot of these characters in the game. Now, with 182 characters, I'm a fighting game fanatic. I've been through these massive character roster games. All right? And they either go two ways. They either go like one beautiful way where like you have 182 characters and each have their own little twang that still make it a beautiful game. It's not overwhelming and it gives a tribute to Dragon Ball. Or it could go the other way where you got so many fighters it's overwhelming. You don't really get to see most of the fighters getting played or even across your screen. Who knows what? They only pick, 7 main fighters because those are the best fighters out of 182. I've seen that too. And you just have 100 and what? I didn't do the math, but you have 100 and some guys that's just nothing. Okay. So, with that being said, like I said, I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I would like to ask everybody, and including you, Dr. Specimen, for a game with 182 character roster, you pick up the game, you're at your friend's house, you at let's say you at a dorm room, guys throwing back beers or whatever. Yeah, the game's on, you grab the controller.
You know exactly what you're pandering to here.
Yeah, exactly. You know exactly. Now, you grab the controller. It's 182 character roster. I'm not sure. Now, first of all, are you familiar with Dragon Ball?
Absolutely not. I know nothing about any of this.
Good. Okay. That's even better. Great. So now you pick up this game. 182 people. Do you feel the moment you grab that controller, you're not going to stand a chance because it's 100? Like, is that intimidating? How does it feel being someone who's not familiar with any character in the game? And, guys just slap buttons anyway, right? You're all wasted. You're just slapping buttons. How does it feel when you see 182 characters?
I picked the funniest person. So whoever said over 9,000, I'll pick that person.
Yo, I'm not going to lie. That's something everybody, I think, do. They go look
So
for
listen, if I cared about Dragon Ball, well, for me, it's weird. Okay, I play Smash. But the thing about Smash is that you have so many characters from so many different games. And so, Magnus, don't call me out. So if I was someone who made so let's say I never touched a Nintendo game in my life, but my friend who plays Nintendo games was like, hey, come play Super Smash Bros. With me. And I'm like, fuck it, why not? When I sit down there, maybe me as an Xbox player, I can look at that and be like, son of a bitch, solid snakes in here. Maybe I'm a PlayStation person, and I go, son of a bitch, Joker from Persona's in here. Or maybe I'm a more casual Nintendo player. Maybe I don't play like Mario, but maybe I play Animal Crossing and Kingdom Hearts. Oh my God, I have Isabella Villager and Sora in here. Sure. So there's branching out. The problem with this is that it's just all Dragon Ball characters. So you kind of just need to know something about Dragon Ball before going into this. You can't just jump into this blind.
Oh, you know what? I agree. A lot of people don't know as well. This Dragon Ball fighting game series is unlike any other fighting game. So, Dr. Specimen, if you were slapping buttons, it would not work like other fighting games. Some of those games were like Tekken. Tekken is a great button slapper, right? You slap the buttons and you could lay down a 10-hit combo on somebody.
I get people dislike spamming in fighting in really any game, but in fighting games especially, sometimes it's just fun to just sit down. Maybe you're drunk off your ass with your other drunk buddies, and you just want to see whoever can hit the button quicker wins. Quite frankly, and you know what? People don't want to just have a game that just counts the buttons they press and say, you win. Sometimes you want some weird visuals to go with it. You know what? Sometimes this just satisfies a really primal itch of just pressing stuff and seeing who wins with violence.
No, one thing a lot of people don't know, especially...
I'm speaking to the men here, by the way, especially. The men understand this feeling.
Yo, one thing I can say about fighting games, and he's right, you ever play against that guy and you like, man, you're doing the same move. And he says, stop it. And it's the worst thing because you have to stop it. And it is so true. even though it's
Otherwise,
one
you
move.
look like the biggest bitch on the planet.
Thank you. So, hey, I'm going to do the one move. How are you going to be mad at me? That's how fighting games are. So if you ain't ready for that type of thing, he's right. Don't even start to play. But Dragon Ball, that many characters, if you're not familiar, don't get into it. But it is one of those that's fast-paced. I mean, so fast-paced, if you're not, like, watching, like, not blinking, you'll miss one blink, one disappear, combo, special move, bam, comma, you know what I'm saying? It's just a wrap. Man, I ain't gonna lie, this game is fire. I know it is. And I think the 182 character roster is actually going to slap. I think it's going to slap. Bro. I think it's going to be the best thing since fight. I think it might be one of the best fighting games. I'm going to say it on record. I'm going to say it. And people are going to be amazed. But I'm also still having my doubts about the roster. So I just have to let it now.
By the way, before we move on to the next thing, I just thought of this. I want to throw this out there. Nick, you remember Scrambled Egg, right?
Yeah.
All right. I just want to give a shout out to my boy. I'm not going to get too into the details, but my boy's in the hospital. He's doing all right now. But just want to send him out some love. Everyone, you all on type in the chat, get well, Scrambled Egg. I'm gonna grab a clip of this, grab a clip of the chat, just send it over his way, let him know I got people thinking about him. If you don't know who he is, that's not important. Just know he's a cool guy, been a friend of mine for a while. Just want to send him some love.
Man, big love, Scrambled Egg, man. Definitely from Nick Mo. Coming to you, man. Get well. You know what I mean? Everybody hate that shit. Don't nobody like being in the hospital. That shit is not fun. I don't think people, I don't know. I ain't gonna say some people do some crazy shit, but there's not many people out there who are gonna fucking like spending nights at the hospital. So definitely get well soon, man. All right. And shit, man, I hate hearing that. And I got actually someone that same thing, man. So, you know what I mean? We always want to see the prayers up. Now, this one, I'm going to go ahead and break the story now. Dr. Specimen, I don't know if were you planning on announcing that news that you told me? Like, was it something that it's okay to say? I haven't said anything, and I kept it low-key. And we can keep it low-key. But I bring it to you because I didn't get to speak to you beforehand, right? So we could do the
That's my bad.
We could talk in slang right now. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody should be,
Are you... Nick, are you sourcing, or at least are you going to be analyzing a certain article? No.
Wasn't even used.
That's fair.
The reason being is because I figured you would be able to add your own input on this. So I didn't want to just like use certain articles and stuff because I wanted your input specifically. You know what I mean?
So if you guys, for those of you who don't know, this topic is a little bit more not personal to me. I'm not like involved with Palworld or anything, but I have started writing for Wololo, and this is my first article. It's talking about this lawsuit.
Oh man, yeah, Dr. Specimen. I'm glad you said it, man. I didn't want to say it, man. I didn't want to shout that out. You know what I mean? I want to let you do all that. Like that ain't my thing to do. You know what I mean? That's why I asked you. Is it something you want to do? We ain't got to do something. But let me tell you how damn huge that is, bro. Do you know how huge that is? Bro, what the hell, man? What you been doing on the low, man? Like, I know you've been working, man, but you've been working, I see. You know what I'm saying? Big congrats, man. I'm going to say congratulations definitely from me to you, man.
There's plenty of jokes I want to make
your transformation, bro. It's amazing, bro.
Well, and let me tell you, I'm not gonna read them verbatim, but I thought initially this was just gonna be like a one-off thing, but he basically added me as a official, like just he gave me access to the website, so I am a full writer now. And I told him, I said to him outright, I'm like, dude, you don't realize how much this means to me. I've been a fan of your website for, you see it as just a blog. You are like the Seeing the News website. I don't know anybody who would put, Magnus read my mind. This is a joke I was going to make. No, not even. That's the thing. I'll try not to. But it's funny. I'll try not to drill on this too long because I'm not trying to just like milk this. But it really Wololo approached me, if anything, because I sent him, I think it might have been the Unlock Switch unboxing. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but I sent him something through email, and he basically said, why are you sending me this? I watch your podcast. I love your podcast. Like, I love you guys. Like, if anything, I should be emailing you. That's not exactly what he said, but that was sort of how I interpreted what he said. It was like, bro, I should have been emailing you and be like, hey, can I write on this? So you know, he was super fucking. I hope he doesn't watch this and he's like, that's not what I said. I'm like, yeah, I know that's not what you said. What I'm saying is that you were super, super fucking nice to us. And then you offered to have me write, and I'm like, well, shit, I don't even know what I'd write. I don't know if I'd be able to do anything justice, but sure. And finally, this whole Palworld thing happened, and in my mind, and I'll get deeper into this as we actually start talking about the topic, but in my mind, people were getting really hysterical both ways. You know, half the side, maybe not half, but half the side, so to speak, was basically like, yeah, fuck Palworld, those asset stealing, AI using douchebags. And the other side was saying, you know, here goes Nintendo again with one of their frivolous lawsuits because they're, you know, just trying to go to, you know, get at the little guy. And I'm like, as is the case with many events in life, the truth lies somewhere in the middle.
I'm gonna say two things can be true. A lot of people say.
I'm like, I need a place to just collect the facts I know, and basically say, look, here's where I think this could genuinely land. Now, I do side with Palworld, generally speaking. I think that a patent lawsuit, especially with how Nintendo's filed the patents and the history of Pokemon over the past many years, I think that this is a very misguided lawsuit, and I think it just I do think it in many ways serves to be revenge over genuinely protecting some intellectual property that exists and that has been properly filed and protected under the law. But that doesn't take away from the fact that there's certain hard and fast facts about what's going on. I wanted to be able to lay those out. I wanted to lay out how I thought it would go, assuming Palworld wins. Really, the only way I could see Nintendo winning is just everything being taken at face value. Oh, Nintendo had a patent. The patent was in effect, and they released the video game. They committed patent infringement. I think that would be a horribly short-sighted way to look at it, because I think that there is context and history that goes into this that should be considered. But I'm not Japanese. I don't know. I don't really talk to anybody on a daily basis who knows deep Japanese copyright or patent law. So it could be possible that in a Japanese court, they just don't give a shit about that. So, you know, I hope Palworld wins this. I gave plenty of ways Palworld could win this. Didn't really put a lot of thought into how Nintendo would win this, because in my opinion, I just think at the end of the day, they would just have to have all of the semantics of the case ignored for them to just look at it and go, Nintendo has a patent. Your game came out after the patent was filed, or even came out after the patent was accepted in Japan. Yeah, no, you guys suck. Get out of here. And I just kind of was like, all right, let's do Wololo. Let's see if they'll let me do an article. And he published it, and he liked it somehow. I don't know how, but maybe I think I'm just very self-conscious about it, because I've been reading Wololo for many years and never thought I'd be writing for it. And I think maybe you'll think I'm giving him too much credit. I don't know, but yep. So there's that.
Good, man. And now I'll go ahead, and some people may not be familiar. I'll give the background of the story, in case anyone wasn't familiar. That's why he kind of just went through it briefly, because he knew I was going to read an article. So just so everybody knows, all right. But you definitely, those who know already know, and you explained it very well, because that's exactly what we're kind of going through. All right. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company have officially filed a lawsuit against Pocket Pair, the developer of the indie survival game Palworld. Now, the lawsuit, filed in Tokyo District Court on September 18th of 2024, alleges that Palworld infringes on multiple patents owned by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. One of the most significant patents believed to be at heart of the lawsuit, okay, this is the heart of the lawsuit, involves the gameplay mechanic of capturing creatures, which resembles the iconic Pokeball and that same mechanic from the Pokemon series. Despite Pocket Pair's initial claims, they had not received complaints from Nintendo earlier in the year. The lawsuit comes after months of speculation and public comparison of Palworld to Pokemon. And now Pocket Pair has acknowledged the lawsuit, stating that they will not only investigate the claims, that they have expressed disappointment, and the time that has taken away from game development, they will make sure to take care of that ass by the legal matters and in the courtroom on Nintendo. I respect that. Now, last before we go back to you, Dr. Specimen, I want to say, given the significance of like Nintendo and Pokemon series, so there is a complete understanding of why Nintendo would want to protect their IP, their intellectual property. I get that. Because, and especially Pokemon, it's a big damn franchise for Nintendo. We all can agree.
I forget you would capture humans.
Now look, I'm going further, but with that, there are a lot of indie developers out there right now. As we speak, there are more indie developers now than ever because it's so, easy to be able to develop games with the type of technology we have. So we have a lot of indie developers. How are you able to develop games? Inspiration comes from something, right? If you're a basketball player, the way you shoot and those mechanics come from certain players. If you are a doctor, maybe the way you study come from other doctors. Like there's always inspiration coming from everywhere. And I would think Palworld got inspiration. Has inspiration become the new lawsuit?
I think that I think Nintendo doesn't like inspiration. There are plenty of companies out there like Sega. Well, honestly, right. Sega and Bethesda
Sonic is a big one. Yeah,
are totally willing to put up with fan games like the Fallout, the new like Fallout mod that was released. That's based in London. They got fucking John Burko, who was the former Speaker of Parliament, to voice the robots in that mod. And Bethesda is, they don't care. They don't particularly care about modding. You look at Sega; they're pretty open to any type of fan game as long as it's not like horribly blasphemous or whatever.
Thank you. You're right.
Companies like Activision are, they can be a little bit wishy-washy on it, but I mean, there's they'll strike down any third-party Call of Duty thing, but Clone Hero, which is literally a perfect clone of Guitar Hero, is it's been around for years and is played by millions and millions of people and is almost pseudo. I mean, it's literally had custom music made for it by Dragon Force, who made Through the Fire and Flames. So, there are levels to which a company will accept fan service of this sort. And it just seems like Nintendo has a zero tolerance policy for some freaking reason. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Now, and I'm glad you mentioned that, and the Clone Hero is a great example. I think Step Mania was another that does like DDR. A lot of people play DDR, and Step Mania's out there, right? It's people making custom music for it. You don't see them coming down on them. One thing I do want to say is that Nintendo seems to pick fights. I agree. If someone right now was to come out with a game about Glass Joe, he was the first person that Little Mac fought in the original Punch-Out. A lot of people don't know that, but that's his name, Glass Joe. He is 1-99. Okay, that's his record. And the funny story about it is that the one win he got is actually against the world champion. But nonetheless, you know what I mean? He is 1-99. If someone was to make a game or a comic book, a movie series about Glass Joe, and they could call him something else, but it's inspired by Glass Joe. If that movie became famous, Nintendo then attaches themselves to that. That's what I don't like. I hate that. I don't mind if you attach yourselves to something, and maybe eyes aren't on it. You're attaching yourselves to things all over.
If Palworld got 10,000 sales, they would not have sued them.
I agree. And it seems like Nintendo seems to pick the battle based on how successful it is. That's just me. Right.
Which isn't even necessarily unfair, but when it clearly is coming from a stance of just pure pettiness as opposed to fighting for what's right for them and the people who worked on Pokemon. It's just it's. I mean, this is a very overused word, but honestly, it's offensive.
Yeah. No, I agree. And Blue, Justice for Glass Joe. I like that. The Justice for Glass Joe. They do Glass Joe, man. And I don't know what happened with Glass Joe. There's a lot of characters in the Punch Out series that I think, just based on the way the characters were, you can go further. And there's a lot of Nintendo games that's one thing I can give them about their characters. They really get into the lore. And then people come up with these wonderful fan creations, and I don't understand why they hate. But nonetheless, I didn't want to, because I got a wonderful segment next. Dr. Specimen, is there anything you wanted to add or anything you got to say on this one? Because I want to say, hold up, and I got something to say. I just thought about. Because in your article, which I did read, wonderful piece. I recommend everybody go check out the piece on Wololo. He definitely posted it in the chat, so go give it a read. Also, it will pop up for contribute donation. Wololo, they've been doing work for a long time.
Do it.
You can contribute.
Please do it.
Please do.
I
it.
don't
You
even.
know what I mean?
I don't even get anything from it personally. Like
Yeah.
Wololo's not paying me for this. Like, he doesn't need to. I don't want him to pay me for this. Give him money. He deserves that, seriously.
I'm about to say, give him a, donation could be as low as $1, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it be, just whatever it be. Now, you had a strong opinion towards Palworld and hoping that Palworld takes this to court and wins the legal matter. If Palworld does win this legal matter, what does that change in the future for other indie developers who are going against Nintendo? Besides just, hey, we could probably win. Does it change the way games are handled, or does it change IPs in general? The way you can create fan art and fan work. Does it change the atmosphere of that, or does everything kind of stay the same and this is just a one case matter?
It sets the standard for what is worth patenting. What is a valuable patent? And what I mean by that, and I don't know if I emphasized this as much in my article as I probably should have, but, well, actually, no, I know I didn't. But something I had lately mentioned was that I don't think video game mechanics should necessarily either be patentable, or at the very least should be able to have the same impact as a patent for a real-world invention. My father owns a couple patents, or owned. I don't know if they are still active. So he had some light disagreement with me on this. So I've agreed to a compromise position of, if I manage to create a real life portal gun, that is or a medication, let's say, so that's something more realistic, right? Me being able to actually create a medication that cures cancer is a miracle beyond miracles, and is worthy of nothing but the highest level of praise and of award.
Yeah, agreed.
But in a video game, all it needs to do is create a texture, create a method that basically is like, if it takes a pill, cancer removed. So it doesn't nearly mean as much to create a cure for cancer or create a healing item in a video game than it does to do the real thing. So why are we allowed to create patents for them as if they are real items that require the level of work that a real world item does? So, for instance, I know what people will argue is, okay, but ideas have a certain level of protection. Even if it doesn't require a lot to implement, or you don't have to spend, millions of dollars of R&D to create a physical product, the idea of, say, a Pokeball, of catching a creature inside of a small ball and carrying them around, that's a pretty innovative idea, and that should be protected. I agree. The idea was created in 1995, 4. I don't know when Pokemon started development or when the idea of it came around, but game came around in the 90s. It has been way longer than the 14-year period for a United States patent to exist, or the 20-year period for a Japanese patent to exist that is not agricultural or medical based, I believe. So if Nintendo wanted to patent that, if they felt that it was just such an unbelievably grade A innovative idea, they are long overdue on that patent. And to me, it comes off as scummy and patent trolly to decide to wait until 2024 to patent that idea. And on top of that, again, if the law worked correctly, a judge would say, you have had this general idea since the 90s. You could have patented it then, you didn't.
He's right.
And you're deciding to change it up very slightly by saying, oh, we've only ever used it in battles. We want to have the patent for doing it out of battles. That's not different. It's just not different. That's not innovative. That's not new. That's not cool. It's, hey, let's take that thing we were doing and do it in a different environment. That makes no sense for a new patent. And so, at the end of the day, the way Nintendo is doing it is, in my opinion, 100%. It just shouldn't be allowed to exist. But in general, I think video game mechanics should just be covered under standard copyright. If you steal the asset for the portal gun and put it into your game, claim it's your invention, and take like the same blue and white textures and all that kind of stuff, yes, someone should be able to go to you and say, what the fuck, dude?
Facts.
But if Portal comes out and then I say to myself, they have this whole Portal game, but they put it in the context of these crazy test chambers. It'd be really cool if a game with the same gun existed, except it was like Skyrim, and you use the portal gun to climb a mountain, and you're climbing a mountain for the whole game, and you have to use portals to get up certain walls. How does that affect Valve at all? It doesn't. You're sort of taking the idea of a gun that shoots portals, but you're innovating with it. Palworld is an incredibly innovative game, no matter how you shake it, and it doesn't touch Nintendo's profit. If anything, it's going to tell Nintendo, son of a bitch, they innovated using our old idea, and it sold like hotcakes. We got to do something about this. But instead, they're just taking it as a moment of salt.
They are. Now, Drunken Monk, Sega had a patent for in-game guides and objective arrow/compass. Why do you think so many people patent exist and stifle creativity? Nintendo even had a cross-style D-pad patent until the 360 was released. Now, one thing I will agree with on patents, and first of all, the patent business, we already know how the patent business is. If we got to go down to patent business, we can go down a whole nother level. Okay, patent business can get dirty. Okay, it can get real dirty, and it can get funny, and it can come down to little technicalities, and it can come down to money. It can come down to other things. So, patent business is one thing, but proving in the court of law is a whole nother thing. So, I'm very curious to see this case break down, and man, we gonna see. Now, this next one is one Dr. Specimen that I've been waiting for. I think everybody's gonna love this.
This is the most fun segment, I'd say.
This is the fun one, man. You already know. You know what time it is, man. Choose your fate.
Also, God damn, bro. Shout out to the 25 viewers on X right now.
Yo, Twitter, man. Shout out. Why y'all ain't burning up the chat, man? Burn up the chat. I don't care what y'all say, man. John Doe, what's going on? Drunken Monk. I caught y'all because everybody, we was in the segment. I was going on. P-Trix was going on. Blizzard. Magnus, everybody. If I ain't catch you, my bad. But this segment is the favorite segment. This is a segment that we get to actually talk about. And this one, Dr. Specimen, I don't know if you're going to be ready for. But this one, 90s retail edition of Choose Your Fate. I know. I tried to step out of there. I'm trying to, I want to do this. I want to spice it up. 90s retail edition. So for everybody out there who was around in the 90s, or at least, some of these retail establishments have survived. Some of them have not. They probably made it into the 2000s, but some of them haven't made it to now. But some of these establishments were really big in the 90s. I mean, huge to the point of everybody knows it. All right? So we're going to do our favorite segment of Choose Your Fate. Now, Dr. Specimen, I still call it Choose Your Fate. It was supposed to be Choose Your Destiny, and I screwed it up, and now I call it this or that. I don't know what the hell to call it. So if anybody got any names, please just give me some names or, suggestions for the name. I got to change it up. But Choose Your Fate right now is what it is. So let's go ahead and get to our Choose Your Fate. Now, right now, I probably have our game on, which we were testing. I'm going to turn that off a second. My bad. I shouldn't have did that to y'all. That's my bad. Here we go. and let's get to it. So our first one, Dr. Specimen. First one is KB Toys and Toys R Us. Now, we always do a little countdown, and we usually pick. And after we pick, I'll go ahead and say which one I choose, and then you can go ahead and let me know which one you choose. All right? Or, excuse me, I'll give my explanation of why. You'll give your explanation of why. So, let's go ahead. On the count, 3, 2, 1. Toys R Us. Ah, yay. Good. I'm glad. We both can agree. Now,
Mainly
hands
because
down for me.
I've never even heard of KB Toys.
Oh, man. Ah, gosh, Dr. Specimen. I forgot. I got to school him, man. Let me go in school. So KB Toys was the mall equivalent of Toys R Us. That's the best way to explain it.
Okay.
You know, at the time in the 90s, malls were really big, and you know, having a establishment in the mall was huge in the 90s. It was make or break for some companies. So KB Toys established themselves in all the malls. Now, they were famous for having like a bunch of deals and being discounted and keeping their stores smaller. So you have all the toys and you have all this stuff. But Dr. Special, I got to admit, man, it was nothing like that Toys R Us experience, man. I didn't want to grow up. I was a Toys R Us kid, like they said.
I was a Toys R Us kid for a while, but once I grew out of getting normal toys and was mainly getting video games, I honestly became a GameStop kid for a long time. I would go to Toys R Us, though, because they had the largest Skylanders selections. When I was in my Skylanders phase, I was hitting Toys R Us up, but I even remember I had a neighborhood kid, a neighborhood friend, and we both liked Skylanders. And I remember, I still have it vividly burned into my mind, where I was sitting on the couch one day. I was like 11 or 12, or I can't remember exactly how old I was. I'm sitting on the couch, and his mom comes over to go talk, say hi to my mom, and to me to a lesser extent. And I see her come up the stairs, and she pops her head up from the stairs, and I look at her, and she's like smiling at me, and I'm like, oh, hi. And then she just holds up one of the, like, she bought me a Skylander, just hold it up, and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck, thank you. I didn't say what the fuck at 12. But yeah.
We know that, but definitely the Skylander. I ain't gonna lie, when you see that Skylander, boy, oh God, Skylander. Yeah, Skylanders.
Now, I need to embarrass someone real quick. Blizzard Fox, you're on now. What's your pick?
Oh, so now I can talk? Nice. I'm a Toys R Us kid through and through. I've never been to KB, given that there hasn't been anyone near me.
Dang, nobody hasn't been one near you, though. I feel you.
Possibly.
I've never seen a KB Toys before.
All right, John Doe says, I don't often go to Toys R Us, so KB for me. And KB, I'm going to just tell y'all, KB, I was around the age, you know, that was when the Nerf guns, G.I. Joes, and all that, right? So for me, KB Toys used to have the G.I. Joe action figures for the logo.
Nick?
So I used to go there and get the G.I. Joes. You know what I mean? What's up?
Did you say G.I. Joe?
Joe,
that was literally. You know what's sad too? You know I'm a Zoomer because when you said G.I. Joe, that was actually the first thing I thought of before I was like, oh wait, the toy.
Dag, that's crazy. He ain't lying. But yes, G.I. Joes, and also this is a time where, you know, they had wild cartoons that were out, and those cartoons all had action figures. That was kind of the thing back then. It was action figure everything, you know, cops, and even this cartoon cops had action figure. It was crazy time. But nonetheless, that's the choices then. And, you know, I respect y'all choices. So we're going to go ahead and say most people have picked Toys R Us, even down to the chat. Hands down has won over KB Toys. Man, I'm salty, man, because I love KB Toys too. But we got so many different ones, and each one of these are competitive. So they're not just like, we're not picking just two random ones. We're actually picking ones that are competition. They literally went head to head back in the 90s. So Toys R Us, yes, I remember playing Mario 64 at Toys R Us for the first time. Hands down.
I feel like I know what one of these are going to be, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut till it happens.
Good. I like it. Now.
Oh, you have to do me.
We got to do the countdown. Right?
Well, we're doing the first three-way one, I think.
Yeah, and once we do the countdown, I'll go ahead and give my explanation why, and then we can go on to the next, and we go on to the next. Everybody get the explanation. So, 3, 2, 1. Circuit
Best
City.
Buy.
everybody childish. Yo, all right. So, I said Circuit City. And I'm going to tell you why I say Circuit City, man. At this time, I remember back in the 90s, Circuit City had the best radio section, bro. When you go there and you wanted a sound system, you went to, oh my goodness, you went to Circuit City? You blew your eardrum out. You would go in there and just test the sounds, bro. Circuit City was crazy. Now, I'm speaking for audio because I was an audio head back then, okay? I loved audio. Circuit City had audio for me locked down, all right? And also, Circuit City pioneered big box electronic stores. They actually were the first. Best Buy came after, all right? That's why. That's my go ahead. Dr. Specimen, any reason?
Best Buy, because Circuit City closed before I would even have ever been able to go to one.
Yo, it was a bad closing too, man. It was bad. It went bad.
That was 2000. It was 2009. I just looked it up, and so I would have been 4 at the most, and I don't even think a Circuit City was near where I lived. And even then, I think we went to Radio Shack anyways for a lot of that stuff.
Shout out Radio Shack, man. Definitely shout out Radio Shack. Can't get now. I think we still got Blizzard Fox.
But on top of that, sorry, I forgot that. I guess I should mention, okay, that's true. Never been to Circuit City. Never really had the opportunity to go for the most part. But at the same time, I have so many fun memories at Best Buy, dude. I got into VR because I saw YouTube videos, and then I went to Best Buy with my dad, and we went to the fucking Gear VR test section when they had that up for a while, and I would go to that every once in a while. I think a birthday later, I finally got one, and my dad would let me use his phone with it.
Yo,
right.
Now Blizzard.
As for myself, I love them both, but the earliest memories that I had were Circuit City. Mm-hmm. I was around 5 or 6, so 2008, 2009, before they closed. But I do have to agree with what John Doe said here, where they had the VHS collection at Circuit City, yet Best Buy had a better game selection in my area.
Yeah, that is accurate as hell. That was well explained, because that is true. It was night and day from one to the other. If you were in Circuit City for games, wasn't so good. It wasn't good at all. I will admit.
But even Best Buy doesn't have a great game selection.
At that time, they at least had some. You know what I mean? Circuit City was dry, bro. It was real dry when it came to games. But they were trying to catch up. And that's why I believe Best Buy, they were ahead of the curve. And Circuit City just was not. They hung on to a lot of those old methods. They struggled with inventory, right? They couldn't keep hold of things. Best Buy had warehouses. They were holding things. It was a lot of
Circuit City was just mismanaged from what I've heard.
There you go.
And unfortunately, it seems like that Best Buy might be going under the same. They've been closing a lot of the stores.
Well, the problem with Best Buy though is Best Buy is finally getting hit by the fact that people don't really give a shit to go on. Best Buy is your Amazon preview warehouse. You go there and then either get a better deal on Amazon, or you use up your Amazon gift card, or maybe you're like, oh, okay, this NVMe drive, it's a Samsung Evo 940 Pro. Let's see. Oh, the 970 Pro on Amazon's twice as fast, and it's only $10 more. Ching.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
That's pretty accurate. I ain't gonna lie to him. Now, one other person I'm gonna start bringing in. I got my man Joe.
What's going on, Nick?
With you, Joe? What's poppin', man? How you doing, man?
Good. How are you doing?
Man, doing good, Joe. So what is it, man? We need to know, Joe. Circuit City or Best Buy, man? We need to know.
Best Buy all the way.
Oh,
wait. So is that a perfect 50-50 split? Me and Joe, you and Blizzard?
That's a perfect 50-50.
Pretty much.
Perfect 50-50. Now, why Best Buy, Joe? Tell us.
At the time, it was cheaper than Circuit City. That's the only thing I have to say. But both of them had good selections on the stereo stuff. I remember blowing out the speakers, and they're getting in trouble and shit in the store. I'm sure you got in trouble too.
What the fuck, Nick? Also, I love the unlock switch background. I forgot that was there.
Yo, that was hilarious, dude. But yeah, blowing out speakers up in there is nasty work. I can see Joe turn up.
Am I like the only person? Am I like the only person that in my young age hasn't gone into a store, done some super dumb shit, and just booked it out? Like, it feels like everyone's done that. Like they broke a vase or they blew a speaker or something.
Oh my goodness, yo!
Yes,
I
Magnus,
think-
you should. Let's get everyone in here. Magnus, join.
Yeah, man, if you can, because we got to break this one down. This was a good one. And
Also,
I said,
Magnus can yell at me. Magnus can yell at me for not putting in the outer party group chat that I was writing for Wolola. He'd be annoyed that I didn't do that, which I don't blame him, but I did put it on my Twitter and I put it in the Discord. So if you didn't see it, that's your fault.
It's sad that Amazon is killing all these brick and mortar stores. I'm a physical guy. I like to touch things and sniff the brand new boxes. I feel them on that, man. It's sad that that's the way we going. But I'm gonna be honest. As long as people paying for digital and we keep feeding the machine is going to make it digital. So
Do I need to go on my rant again?
I feel bad because I'm part of that system. I actually have been purchasing my games digital, y'all. I apologize to y'all. What I might start doing is just, I got to take my stance. I'm going to get my lazy ass up, y'all. And I'm not going to care about accessing the game early. I ain't going to care no more. I'm going to make sure to stand in the line with all the sweats. And we going to stand together and we going to get our physical copy.
That's right. Midnight releases, baby.
Midnight releases. We going to do it. We going to do it. All right, now. Magnus, he said, you retweet so much, it's hard to.
I don't even retweet.
Yo, Magnus. Oh snap! Now we gonna go because I don't know Magnus coming. If he comes on, he comes on. We'll get back to that one. I know he probably gonna jump on. But I do want to say this was a nice split. We got it 50-50. I like that. And that's why I want to do the retail edition and pick head-to-head competition stores, because everybody got memories, right? Everybody's got certain things that they love about stores or certain stores that they did not have. And this is one right here.
I'm so sad I never got to go to a midnight release, man. I don't think I'll be able to because they just don't do that early anymore.
I remember going to midnight release for Grand Theft Auto Vice City and staying home from school the next day to play the game all day.
Now, this one popped up now, and truthfully, I don't pick these two, by the way, guys. Somebody else actually does these for me, so you know. But Sears and JCPenney. Two famous department stores.
They're too expensive for us, Nick. We have to go to Walmart and Kmart.
So now on the counter, I'll do the countdown, and I want to hear everybody's choice. So here we go, and I'll give my explanation after. Then we'll go on to next person, someone else. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
JCPenney.
Sears.
JCPenney.
Damn, I'm the only Sears up in here, bro. All right, okay. Reason I got Sears is because this is my mom. My mom loved Sears, bro. She loves JCPenney too. She was the department store queen. Let me say that. She go to Dillard's, Carson Perry Scott, Macy's, you name it. She stepped foot up in there. But it was something about Sears she loved. She actually went and worked there for a little bit. I took photos up in Sears. I got my daughter, my oldest daughter, had a photo up at the wall on a Sears. So they went ahead and asked me, is it okay? And they compensated a little bit for that. You know, so I got some love for Sears. Okay, so it's personal, it's biased, yes. And I'm going with Sears. That's my reason. Now,
I remember going to Sears when I was a lot younger, but the problem is that for me, Sears closed in my hometown like 5 years ago. So along with just not having been able to go to it a lot, I got my very first suit about a month and a half ago at a JCPenney. So that's probably gonna, stick with me for a bit. Like, I got my first suit at a JCPenney, man. I can't diss them and go with. Look, Sears. I have these great memories of going up the escalators, going to the different floors, and looking at all the stuff they got there, and the fact that it was almost like a smaller IKEA in terms of it. It felt like you could get, well, maybe it's just childhood me talking, but it felt like I could just get lost in there. There's floors of stuff, and they were always huge by footprint, so you could just get lost in them. JCPenney doesn't have that, but I also have just been to JCPenney a lot more, and like I said, I got my first suit there. Also, I'm gonna add Magnuson.
Okay. Now Blizzard Fox.
Right. For myself, the reason why I chose JCPenney is because I actually like clothes shopping myself.
Yeah, all right. I'm with you on that, man.
But,
Penny, I didn't got fresh. But what else? Go ahead.
But I also do like Sears as well. And again, I'm going to agree with John Doe. If games and tools and stuff, it felt like a more pristine Lowe's in a sense to me.
I will add this though about Sears. Right. Sears Tower. Sears Tower is pretty cool.
Now, Joe, I think you picked. Why did you pick your choice, Joe?
I picked neither. They're both really expensive, and it's like, we didn't. When I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of money or whatever. Like once in a while, if my dad needed a tool, he would go to Sears because they were lifetime warranty. But in my own opinion, I just picked neither.
Yeah, okay. And now we do have Magnus. And now Magnus, welcome. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing all right.
All right, that's good. Now Magnus,
What's up, Magnus?
What's up, Joe?
I'm glad to have you in. First, I want to get your pick on this one, and then I want to ask you about that previous one. But first, on this one, Sears and J.C. Penney, which one was more your thing back in the 90s?
Sears.
And why?
Like Joe said, with tools. I mean, that's the best place to win, because you can't buy tools at a clothing store, and all those clothes, I didn't care about name brand and stuff like that. So yeah.
And I'm with you. Appliances and other things a lot of people got from Sears. Now, the other one we had just a moment ago, so everybody can see, and we'll pull it up as Circuit City.
I'm asking my dad right now. By the way, I'm asking my dad.
Good one. I'm curious to see how he feels. So, Magnus, Circuit City and Best Buy. Which one do you pick?
Best Buy.
Yes.
The only reason I'm saying that is because we didn't have a Sears here, so I'm sorry, not a Circuit City. So I've never been to a Circuit City.
Okay, respect. I can respect that. All right.
I don't even know where Circuit City ever was, because I lived in 3 different places that could have had a Circuit City. I don't think any of them had a Circuit City ever.
Yo, a lot of people. It's crazy. By me, I had a few Circuit Cities around, and I've been to them, and it's a memory thing too, but I just remember going into that audio section, man, and tearing it up.
Nick's got all the good stores where he lives, including White Castle.
I ain't gonna. Hey, Illinois, man! Shout out the state of Illinois. All right,
Okay.
You might get shot.
Hey!
Get some
shout
good food.
shout out to Wisconsin for exporting your best to us in the Midwest in Culver's.
I got a Culver's down the street from me.
Actually, that reminds me. The funny thing is that the Circuit City that I had over here, the closest one to me, it used to be a Circuit City. Then when that closed, it turned into a Radio Shack. Now it's an empty building.
Ooh.
There it is. I knew it was happening.
You knew it, man. So we gonna go ahead like we do all the time. I'm gonna give the countdown. Everybody's gonna pick.
Yo, that's impossible, Nick. Come on.
I know, man. But you gotta do it.
No, this one's easy for me.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hollywood.
Video.
Blockbuster.
Netflix.
Chill.
Everybody shout something different. Man.
Blockbuster.
Yo, this is so I'm gonna say the reason Blockbuster Video for me. How do I count the ways, bro? Blockbuster Video had the Blockbuster tournament. I remember playing NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Clay Fighters, and there was another game, and it was an actual tournament, bro. They like Nintendo World Championships in Blockbuster. Also, Blockbuster extended the 3 days to 5 days, right? Because I hated the 3 days. That weekend didn't work. I was happy when they got to 5 days. So now you finally could beat the games. Man, how was it? Now, I don't like about Blockbuster the way they handled the late fees. That was nasty work, and that's Hollywood Video kind of, you know what I'm saying? Hollywood Video kind of won. But other than that, I got so many memories too at Blockbuster, so that's why I choose Blockbuster.
I can go on about Blockbuster, Nick.
Now let's go through Dr. Specimen.
Let me tell you about Blockbuster, okay? New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Never owned that game. God himself would never let a fucking copy of that game be my own. But Blockbuster had my back once every 8 months. I'd go to Blockbuster to rent a movie, and every once in a while I'd be able to convince my parents to let me rent that motherfucking game. You know, maybe there just wasn't a movie they really wanted that week, but they'd let me take a game home. So it'd always be New Super Mario Brothers Wii. I'd take that home, and that's my memories of Blockbuster. I'd always get a gumball there. They had a gumball machine there. I'd always get a gumball there. There'd be some other candy I get there every once in a while. But let me tell you, man, Blockbuster was a place to be when I was younger. I didn't even know Hollywood Video was a thing. I never went to there.
Ooh. Now we're gonna go down the line. Because I know Joe right now. I know you, Joe. I know you got Blockbuster history. All right. So Blizzard Fox, Which one did you choose and why?
I chose Blockbuster Video for 2 reasons.
Okay.
One, of course, there wasn't Hollywood videos near me.
Okay.
As for the second reason, hashtag childhood trauma for Bambi. That's the first time. First time I watched it was renting that movie from Blockbuster.
Yo, that's the worst one. He rented Bambi from Blockbuster. That's gonna forever. You just get a sad movie. You crying. You like Blockbuster. Yo, I don't blame you. Yeah, that's a memory that'll stick with you, man. That's two damn good ones. That ain't get bad. Joe.
Okay,
this one. Did you choose and why?
This is going to be a little bit long now, okay, Nick? So grab your popcorn and a soda. I choose Blockbuster. The reason why is that's when I really first got into pirating hardcore. So I used to get the 3-pass. It was a mix of games and DVDs. You can get whatever you want. So I went there, got my computer all set up with my DVD burner. I was renting DVDs left and right. Then my first system that I had was the PSP. I used to go to Blockbuster and I used to rent PSP games and I used to dump them. I'd bring them back. They get pissed off. Like, what are you doing? Are you copying our stuff here? I'm like, no, I just like have ADD. I'm bored. I can't find anything that I like. And that's when I find, I think I was maybe 16. I got my learner's permit. I was able to, my driver's license. I was able to drive by myself. So I took my dad's shitty I forget what it is, a Ford Escort. I was driving it back and forth, like burned up gas, keep going back, and going back. It was a great place, though. They had a lot of good used games there. God forbid you can't take them Blockbuster stickers off the N64 cartridges if your life depended on it. They used to have a lot of good deals there at Blockbuster. By the way, when I was burning DVDs back in the day, I used to go dumpster diving. That's where I got all my cases from. They throw out those cases, and dude, they threw out a lot of cool stuff. They threw out DVDs, but they had a special machine that would destroy the DVDs. They would emboss dots into the DVDs so you couldn't play them. Fucking bastards.
He thought, look, he's preaching. All this is consistent around the globe. Now, Magnus, which one did you choose and why?
I said Hollywood because when I was like 2 or 3, I remember going there and getting a Nintendo game. And that place was literally 3 blocks from my house, where Blockbuster was like a 5-minute drive. So I could, ride my bicycle when I got older to go rent video games.
He right. That's a good reason, man. I can't even be mad at you for that. And Hollywood Video was cheaper. By the way, if those don't know, definitely was cheaper. Late fees were cheaper. Blockbuster, I'm going to tell you one thing I don't like about Blockbuster, man. I hated the fact that you would put a video in the Dropbox at $11.50 and come the next day and have a late fee. Knowing that they're supposed to check that damn box. Ooh, that would burn me up. I start walking up in there. Now at $11.50, what's funny about Blockbuster, shout out everybody who worked at Blockbuster. Can you tell me what happened at around 11:50 to midnight? Or better yet, 11:50 to 12:10? Because I've seen the craziest shit outside of Blockbuster when it was about to hit midnight. I seen people banging on the window. Hey, man, y'all gonna check this in? I'm like, damn, man, let them live, bro. Let them work.
It's very true.
Man. Oh, God, that midnight, man, folks was running up in you. Stay at a Blockbuster. When it was close to midnight, you see cars just flying up in there, throwing it up in the Dropbox. Oh, thank God for the Dropbox, man. You know what I mean? Now, we're going to go ahead and go to the next one. All right? Now, this next one, I don't know. Ooh. Some people may not remember these. If you're an audio head.
Oh, my God. We're old heads. I remember them.
I remember them. Okay. Some might not, but we'll give our countdown. And I want y'all to go ahead and say. So, 3, 2, 1.
What the fuck are
Sam
these?
Goody.
FYE, hands down.
Yo, I heard of what the fuck is. All right, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and say mine. I picked Sam Goody. The reason I put Sam Goody, this is some terrible history and also some good history. One of the reasons is because Sam Goody was the first place that I ever attempted to steal something. Yes. I remember getting caught. I was very young. I got caught. Yes. I was probably like 7. And I was with my brothers, and I remember like it was cassette tapes, and I put the cassette tapes in my pants, and I walked out, and I got out. But the moment I walked out the store, I looked at my brother. I said, "Nathan, look what I got!" Right? So the dude fucking turns, and he just looks. He just runs over to me, and say, "Give me that shit!" And he just snatches it out of my hand and runs back in. And I just remember my brothers crying, laughing at me, bro. So that's like one of my memories. And then the other memories is all the favorite artists back in those days. I used to go to Sam Goody and buy the CD. I remember the Jay-Z's, the DMX's, Eminem's, I can go even further back than that. But I used to go to Sam Goody to purchase all of those albums. So that's why I choose Sam Goody. Bam. Dr. Specimen. What do you have?
What the fuck are these?
There you go. We got Dr. Specimen. What the fuck are these? Okay. Blizzard Fox.
I'm kind of in the same boat with Dr.
I told you. Let's see your audio head. Now, Joe, I know you're an audio. I hear you. Which one do you choose?
FYE, that was like back in the day, like when I first started getting into anime, there was a lot of cool anime stuff there, a lot of cool music stuff. They had always discounts at FYE. Sam Goody, I was only in Sam Goody maybe one or two times. There really wasn't any in my area. But the FYE always a lot of good discounts. They also had an adult section. Like when first time I went in there, I'm like, why are these DVDs covered? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that's the only store that was actually a real store inside of a mall where you can buy that kind of stuff. But I was too young for that. But yeah, FYE, they had a lot of cool stuff there.
They did. That was nice. Hey, man, that was well said. Now, Magnus, which one you choose?
I didn't say either one of them because we did have a Sam Goodies in our mall, but I was too busy in the arcade game and in the arcade room.
Back in the day, a lot of people don't know arcades were in every mall.
Definitely.
You didn't have any mall without an arcade. And we're not talking about the corner arcade.
No, not the crap they got now.
Thank you. We're talking about
good arcades.
We're talking about good 30, 60 different arcade games you can play.
I'm still surprised that we got an arcade that still has a bowling or alley in there.
Yes, remember that? They used to have the bowling alleys in the Man, arcades fail so hard here in the States, and it's falling across the globe. It ain't just here in the States. But there's some places where arcades are living a little better. But yeah, arcades are dead as shit here. Now we're just playing our games online at home. Now, our last one was the main one. This was the one. This is the biggest of the biggest right here. Y'all, I'm going to do the countdown, and I want y'all to pick. 3, 2, 1.
Walmart.
Kmart. Yo, I think I'm the only one that said Kmart, man.
No.
Yo, look, all right, okay. I got to explain this well. If I'm the only one to say it, I got to prove it right. Kmart had more affordable prices than Walmart. I know people might think that's crazy because Walmart prices is great. I ain't gonna I don't even want to mistake that, all right? But Kmart prices was even cheaper. Mm-hmm. They had these little things called blue light specials. I remember they had the little blue light going on, and you walk over there and go to the blue light, and they was all good deals and all that, And I like the way the Kmarts looked in the inside. They were real nice. It started looking old after a while because they never updated it, right? They just kind of left the same look, but Kmart would make some like Walmart. You know what I mean? Hold up. Let me go back. There we go. But other than that, they had a wide range of products too. And Kmart was on top of Walmart at one point. A lot of people don't know Kmart was the king at one point. Yeah, it was the king. And Walmart made some of the best damn business decisions. And it's now no longer Kmart. So that's why I picked Kmart.
Again, I just never went to Kmart much as a kid. When I was really young and my parents were still together, we had enough money that honestly we shop at Target a lot. We had a super Target nearby, so we shop at Target. We shop at the other sort of like Kroger and stuff like that. But more recently, like where I live right now, we don't even have a Kmart right now. We just have a Walmart. So if I need to get cheapest of the cheap food, I gotta go to Walmart. Otherwise, I'll go to we're in the Midwest. We got like fucking Hy-Vee and Schnucks and Kroger and stuff like that. So those kind of places.
Nice. Now, Blizzard Fox, which one do you choose?
I said Kmart.
And why did
I
you
like
choose
them both.
that long?
I like them both. But the reason why I chose Kmart was specifically for the blue light deals. I'm sorry, but those were very fun to me as a
Those
child.
were super fun.
Rollback has that banger fucking song to it.
I won't disagree there, but I just like the blue light special better.
Yo, the blue light specials were something, man. They like a lot of people don't know. You would see a blue light, and it was hot specials, bro. Like they don't do that. Like if there was a store right now that I walked in, and you just see all the way in the back like a light going, and you just walked over there, and it's packed up in there, right? People looking at the special.
One of my very fond memories of Kmart is just seeing near trampling.
Nick, you're forgetting the most important thing about Kmart.
What is that, Joe? Let's hear
The slushy machine.
Yeah.
Remember
Right, Joe. He is right. I left that out. That is oh, my bad, Joe. My bad. I should not have left that out. So, Joe, now that you mentioned that slurping machine, and I forgot they had the little snacks. What choice did you choose?
I choose Walmart. This is of a newer age. This is not off of nostalgia. The reason why I choose Walmart, probably somebody else in the chat will agree with me. Best place to swap electronics. What I've been doing was I got a bunch of hard drives. I go through hard drives like I go through water. So I would buy the 4 terabyte hard drives and I would fill them with weight and return and say, hey, hard drives don't work. Oh, okay, here's your money back. And I was paying cash because cash is untraceable. But if I was going off of nostalgia, if someone told me you could only pick nostalgia, I would pick Kmart. And the reason why is that's where I got my Sega Saturn bundle for $50.
Nice.
Was that a blue light special?
I actually don't remember. I was really, really young. I have no idea.
Yo, Kmart
That's-
deals is nasty. $50 for a Sega Saturn?
Yep, came with 3 games too, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't remember. It was a really, really long time ago. But my dad's like, I got some extra money. I'm like, do you want this? I'm like, hell yeah. I remember playing that all day.
Now, Magnus, which one did you choose?
I said Walmart because that is where I got Earthbound for $15.
Ooh.
Both these stores got great deals, man. I ain't gonna lie. They both got good.
I mean, I'm talking about the full gigantic box, strategy
With the book
guide,
and everything,
everything.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
$15 damn dollars. I remember paying the strength. I bought it from Toys R Us, and it was an arm and a leg. I think it was like $50 though. I think it was like 50 with the strategy guide and everything else. I bought it brand new. Damn, $15 out of Walmart.
Hell yeah.
They look, John Doe. That's a banger deal.
Sadly, it's
Okay.
the box and strategy guide and stuff is not in good condition, so it's not worth
Oh, okay.
what people sell it for. But it's mine. So
Now,
if you would have put in Kmart and Roses, I don't know if you guys know what a Roses is.
I know Roses.
Then I would have said Kmart, but
He right, and there's a lot of different places that I did not include, and I'm sure we all got old retail places. Like I didn't include Egghead Softwares, your electronic boutique, Funkoland, right? I could have put
Oh my God,
Funkoland,
Funkoland,
electronic boutique. So I had a couple others I could have threw in there. I would have picked Funkoland though. Some
I
of
would
them it was
pick
just hands
Funkoland
down.
too.
I
Yeah.
would pick Funkoland. So I was
I
like,
still barely know what Funkoland is, and you gave me like a whole lesson one day.
yes, and Electronic Boutique was very great for PC gaming. And I played PC gaming, but I wasn't huge into it at the time. And at that time, man, you talk about Funkoland. They literally had the consoles right there for you to test. And you could walk up to the guy and say, excuse me, do you have, Kung Fu on NES? He's like, yeah, can I try it? Sure. He just pulls it out, slaps it in the system, turn it on, and you're just like playing in the store, waiting for mom to come wherever she's at in the damn, that was strip mall.
Yo, that was the best place, Funkoland. That was awesome. That's how I got introduced to Shenmue. That's how I became a Shenmue fanboy.
Look at the comment I pulled up, by the way.
Yo, that's a good one. Office Depot versus Staples, man. And that's why I said we got a lot of good ones that we could do. And that's why I said these segments are great because, and I tried to spice it up with this. I said 90s retail. We got to do some shit that's going to catch everybody off guard. Right? And 90s retail, I'm like, everybody had to at least see these stores, know about these stores, been to them. And I knew someone was going to bring back some memories. So I'm glad that we were able to do that. Now, I thank everybody. I know we all here, and I know DJ C Money was coming in, but I want to ask y'all, I had this. Let me see if I can pull it up here. This thing right here, right? Y'all, have any of y'all seen an HDMI stick with all this crap on it? Has anybody purchased any one of these yet?
Hell no.
I haven't bought one, but I've seen them before. Yeah, Amazon has them for sale, and also eBay has them for sale.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Seriously, since I've had this thing, I've taken it with me every time I travel, bro. Like it's like, man, cause I ain't gonna lie, I do like to be online. I like to play games sometimes, but when you on the road, I ain't really trying to play online games. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the road. I'm trying to get to where I'm doing what I'm doing. Who cares about playing multiplayer? This shit works on any damn TV. It's an HDMI stick, bro. This shit is crazy. Okay, so I just had to say that, man. I had to ask. This shit is, but I'm gonna put a link in the chat. I'm gonna find the link right now, and also I'm gonna bring in my man DJ C Money real quick. DJ C Money, I'm gonna bring you in. I ain't gonna have you now, DJ C Money. I'm gonna let you get a little talk, DJ Money, because you be talking and you don't let us talk, DJ C Money, because you know you own the show, and that's not fair to us. It's not fair to us, DJ C Money. That's not. And I'm gonna speak up today, DJ C Money. Usually I'll say nothing.
What's going on, DJ C Money?
DJ.
I got to man.
Good. How are you doing?
Nick,
What's up?
no, Nick.
On
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday we got another show. For those who do not know, I want to say that Tuesday we do a modding show. We got the whole thing now where we're gonna separate modding,
It's my birthday
like, kind of normal
Tuesday.
shit, because modding we do want to cover more, and then some people like this, some people like modding stuff, so we're gonna separate the two shows. Look, I told you, he on the show, y'all. He owns the show, y'all. Okay, go ahead.
Nick, what time will you be on Tuesday?
All right, I'm gonna be on Tuesday. That is Tuesday. I'm gonna let everybody know. Tuesday is ran by Dr. Specimen. Dr. Specimen.
Okay.
He now controls the Tuesday show. He gets to pick the topics. He gets to pick anything.
yeah.
I am his co-host, damn near. All right. That's the way to do it, because I trust him that much and his work. What
And
he's doing.
by the way, we need names. We need a name for it. Anyone has a good name for it? Magnus, you're
Give me a
banned.
good name.
I know you're gonna come up with some bullshit.
How about calling about Mod
Dick and Nick.
Wars? How about Mod Wars?
No, because that's too close to Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I agree. That is close to Modern Warfare.
I want to have something with like Hack the Planet in it, but I feel like that's overused.
Guys,
Hack the planet. All right, hold on. All right, what you got, DJ C Money? What's up, DJ C Money?
you forgot one thing on Tuesday.
What we forget? What we forget?
My birthday.
Your birthday was Tuesday?
No, it's coming
Oh,
up.
I'm tripping, DJ C Money. Happy birthday, DJ C Money. I hope. Nah, I ain't gonna say it too loud, because people might be.
Happy
listening.
birthday, DJ C Money.
I hope you.
Happy
had-
early birthday.
Guys.
Hope you had
Thank you. I will be
good time.
31.
31.
I'll be
Oh, you're still young. I'm
31.
35.
Hey, I just,
you a
I
young
Nick
just,
is
man.
almost 50.
Yeah,
I just
right.
thought of one. I just thought of a name.
Oh,
Hacked-
okay. Let's hear it.
Hacktivities.
Activities. Okay. I like that's better. It's way better than where we were at. We were at, just throwing shit and hoping it sticks.
Yeah, or like they were doing.
Activities at least is
Well, because I
something.
was thinking doing something with like our names or something, but I just didn't know how that would work
No,
out.
that's hard.
How about Hack Me Not?
Hack me? I don't know. That sound like. Hold on.
That sounds like an
sound
anti-hacking
she loves
podcast.
me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. Like I don't know.
She
why.
hacks me.
I think of
She
that.
hacks me not.
She hacks me. She hacks me. She hacks me.
Yo, how about
She
Hack
hacks my
Attack?
Facebook. She hacks my Twitter. She hacks my Facebook.
That was nice, but we trying anything, man. We coming up with names. I like that you
How
coming up with
how
something.
about Hack Attack?
Hack Attack? Okay,
I'm
that's
still-
better. I like Hack Attack.
I'm-
Activities, Hack
I'm
Attack.
still liking Hacktivities a lot. I kind of like
Right,
that one.
And that's why I said Hacktivities, Hack Attack. We gonna go through, but like you said, anybody in the chat can come up with some. Go ahead. And do it.
I do want it to be slightly scene related though. I want it to be like
Yeah.
some general, and like I if it's possible, I want it to be cross compatible, like not something Nintendo related or PS related. Like I like the word jailbreak in general. That's a pretty ubiquitous word. Something like that.
Got
How
What up,
about
DJ Simon?
how about Jailbreak Talk? That covers everything.
Well,
I feel
in
like that's too
fairness,
general.
we
I
do.
feel like it's too
Yeah, we do call the Sunday podcast just the Nick Mello 5 gaming podcast. So I mean, we're not strangers to being general, but I feel like because we're thinking about it at all, now we have to go out be
try to get something creative. Hopefully, we'll have time to think. We'll all think of something. But we got some good names out there. We got Hacktivities, Hack Attacks.
That's when you have to ask AI. Say, hey, make me a good name.
Dead Moses Activities.
Yeah, I like that. The dead Moses. Yo, that is hilarious.
Yeah, call it Romper Room.
We gotta commission something of like you and me like slaying Moses and just have that
exactly. Like we just right over there with the blood dripping from the
dead Moses.
They like, damn, these dudes are ruthless.
Break dancing.
Yo, Petrix, I gotta clap it up for that, bro. That is a damn good movie. My man said jailbreak dancing. That's fire. That's fire.
Did you come up with Did you come up with Tech Specimen, Petrix, or was that someone else?
I think that was Reigns. That was Reigns.
That was Reigns
that came up with.
We gotta get Reigns back in here, dude. I do fucking.
We get Reigns back in too. I got Hacking Jams. Okay, we got something. That's what I said. We gotta come up with something. All right, DJ C Money. What you got? What you got for a name, DJ C Money?
Yo, Patrick, I was trying to figure out the name for the longest, man.
Yo, give us a name, DJ C Money. What you got for our name? I'll take any name. Give us one.
For who?
For me and Dr. Specimen, our own show. Just make up a name. What's gonna be the name of the show?
The doctor, that's and the name multiple 5. How about that?
Yo, DJ C Money, I can't even be mad at that, bro. I can't even, because he said y'all were doing all that damn hard.
No.
Why don't you just call it the Dr. Specimen and Nick Moses?
Wait a minute. It's a good for 1 minute. Hey, Joe. I got.
Yes.
Hey, Joe. Check this out, man. You and me, right? If we have a show, I can name our show the DJ C Money and the Joe. What's your last name?
It's too long. It's
yeah, that'd be too long. We'll be all day announcing it.
They'll be throwing up the alphabet.
Yo, Justin.
Sato. I go by Sato now. There's a Nintendo.
Do that, yeah. Do Santo.
Okay.
So you say Joe Santo.
Okay.
DJC Santo Show.
DJC Santo. Oh!
That sounds pretty good, actually.
I ain't gonna lie. That do sound pretty funny, DJC Santo. That sounds like an actual DJ name.
Nick, I got a great name. I got a great name. You ready?
I'm ready.
The Unlock Switch Shill Show.
Yo, and we just got a whole theme and everything. But like, Unlock Switch is the best thing ever. Guys, I know we have vapor products, but we don't give a damn. We love this shit.
I definitely know there's someone out there that just thinks that we're the Unlock Switch Show. Here's the thing.
Can't wait till Tuesday to talk about that.
Yep, Tuesday show is coming.
If we wouldn't be making jokes like this, like being self-aware about it.
Yeah, that's true. And that's why we wanted to separate the shows too, because we want to give a good amount of time to it. Because Unlock Switch is something we will be talking about. And I felt like having 2 hours trying to cover everything. And then
without going into depth about Unlock Switch, has anything new happened or no?
Gotta wait till Tuesday.
Yep, gotta wait till Tuesday. There you go, man.
Here's what I'll say. I'll just say kind of there.
Okay.
There we go. And he right. It is kind of. It's kind of.
Okay.
And Dr. Specimen, he really has an inside, like, I ain't gonna say inside connection like he talking to inside people, but he really does have connections where he be knowing stuff. And I know both of y'all too, Joe.
But I have to reiterate to everyone. I need to make this crystal clear to everyone. Once again, I have not received a single fucking cent anything I've done regarding the scene. I need to make that crystal clear. Okay. I have never received money. I have not contributed to the development of anything that we talk about. Okay. All right. Good.
Now. We got through everything, man. I can't wait for this damn Tuesday show. My last words is going to be, yo, I appreciate everybody in the damn chat, Petrix. Chelsea's way. Shout out to the ladies. John Doe. Who else we forget? I know there's a lot of people. I see Magnus came through. Blizzard Fox, thank y'all.
Hey, Nick, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, man.
It has,
No.
it has nothing to do with the podcast. So I'll make this real quick. So I'm at work, right? Getting ready to check. This lady comes in from yesterday. This Asian girl, young Asian girl. So she comes in. She's like, "Oh, how much is this?" I said, "It's $1.50, right?" Then like she's like actually a working girl. She's like, "Oh, do you want to go to a hotel with me?" I'm like, "No, I want to go home."
Dang, that just happened.
Because here's the deal. My neighbors next to me is a massage parlor.
Oh, okay.
I had customers come in and be like, "Oh, they tried to give me a happy ending for $150." I'm like, dude, it's like Sunday. I have to deal with weird people like Karens and Kyles and this shit.
Yo,
Karens and Kyles?
Yo, funny he said that because I ain't gonna lie. Shout out they moved their office, but my dentist, no lie, next door to my dentist was a parlor. And you just watch so many dudes, man. They walk in one way and they come out
don't come out the other way.
And look, they be sitting right there, and my dentist was like, "Yeah, we complained about them. There's nothing we can do." You know what I mean? To them. So you just see random dude getting off work like, let me go in here and get my.
Pretty sure the masseuse place near me is more of a money laundering place right now.
Yeah.
He's right. A lot of them do that too. It's just you wonder how do they stay open with no car? Like nobody walks in.
Well, dude,
like, how are you open?
Dude, the restaurant doesn't close until like maybe 8:30 or 9 o'clock or whatever. Sometimes they'll get stuck there really, really late. Let's say 9:45, 10 o'clock. These older guys will come in like in their 50s and they try to hide their stupid car at empty parking lots, which doesn't work out. Yeah. And I see them walk in there.
Yo, the infamous car around the block. I think, hey, everybody at some point in their life did it. All right, for whatever reason it may be. It ain't got to be women related. It could be, hey, you didn't want to get your ass whooped. It can be you was hiding from your parents or something. But everybody did that. Park around the thing and look like, shit, is it cool? I'm going to walk. I don't want them to know why I'm just some stupid random shit. But, yo, Dr. Specimen, any last words?
I'm gonna try to have a new article out on Wololo, if not once a week, at least once a month. At least once a month, I'll get some article out on Wololo. So, subscribe to their RSS feed or something. I'm not really sure how all that works. I'm gonna be completely honest, but look forward to that.
One more question. I need to interrupt, so I know for Tuesday. What time do you guys plan on going live on Tuesday?
That's a great question, Joe. Now, I know on Sundays I try to go live at 6 o'clock. It always fails. But at least I got close today. I got real close to 6. That's why everybody's like, damn, it's early. I know. Dr. Specimen is usually more free than me on those days. I still work.
I'm in classes though now, so it's less.
Okay. So it will be, I've taken in the afternoon time.
Yeah, I should be free. On Tuesdays, I should be free. Honestly, probably around 8 or 9. It probably will be a bit of a later show.
There we go.
Okay, I'll try to jump in if I'm able to. Sometimes I get super busy.
Yeah, and whatever time.
No, that's 8 or 9 his time.
Yeah,
8 or 9. Yes.
Yes. So for you, if you're Eastern time, I believe that'll be 9:10. If I'm correct,
Yeah.
Dr. Specimen, you're Central time, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. So everybody knows that's the time. But yeah, I appreciate that, Dr. Specimen. Whoa, Lolo. Definitely shout them out. And if you can, support.
Please support Lolo. He deserves it.
What's up?
Yeah. Any last words you got, man?
Like and subscribe, NickMo5 on the Facebook page and the YouTube page.
Hey, that's Joe. Hey, that's Joe's.
Yeah, I know. But Blizzard he got it out. He got it. Blizzard Fox.
You're Joe. Blizzard Fox. How could you pirate that?
You got that AI Joe voice.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to file a patent lawsuit.
There you go.
AI Joe. You can't be using Joe voice without his consent, man. You can't be doing the AI Joe. Blizzard Fox.
My final word is: can we just have a moment of silence for all the stores that have been closed down throughout the years?
Preach.
All right, moment over.
There we go. Yo, those stores. He not lying though. Those stores bring back so much memories, bro. And I said Funkoland. GameStop is a piece of shit right now. And it just makes me think Funkoland was booming. This is some bullshit, man. But rest in peace to all those stores. You know what I'm saying? Good way. Now, you think Joe? He said like and subscribe. He got that. Magnus, any last words?
Joe already stole the spotlight.
The AI Joe stuff. Yo, let's call him
AI
AI
Joe.
Joe. Even the real Joe, we just call him AI Joe.
Yeah, we don't
AI
know which one the real one is and which one the fake one is.
We just call him AI Joe. Yo, y'all. So, DJ C Money, any last words, man?
Yes, but before I do that, can I stay on with you a little bit more longer so we can try it?
I got DJ C Money. See, I told y'all he run the show, y'all. By the way, he runs it. Yo, DJ C Money, I would, but I ain't gonna lie. I gotta take a dookie. Usually I say boo boo or I say shit.
I gotta eat my dinner.
Dookie. Like dookie. You know what I'm saying? Like straight, like hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get this.
Okay.
Like,
Who wanna stay on? Who's willing to stay on with me?
They can feel that turtle head.
Yo. I ain't heard turtle head. So.
He's gotta drop some people off at the pool.
I thought Dookie was ignorant. Turtlehead is ignorant, bro. Turtlehead is.
I got a question, guys.
All right, go ahead.
Hey guys,
last one, DJ Money. It's the last question.
Blizzard Fox.
Yo, Blizzard Fox said something, didn't he? Blizzard Fox, did you ever take us out?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. This is the
Blizzard
second
Fox.
time being on back air, man.
All right, I ain't even know you. Blizzard Fox, take the damn thing and let us. You get to say, this is the floor is yours, Blizzard Fox. Say whatever the hell you want to say.
Again, all I can just say is for all the stores I've been following, I have good memories, I have good bad memories. I'm just grateful for Nick, Specimen, Joe, Magnus, everybody on here.
Yeah,
I
appreciate it.
and just hope I can just continue talking with y'all.
Love having you.
Yeah, we love having you too, man. And also, stacking some Lincoln Logs. Wow, that was nice. I gotta give you props on that. The Lincoln Logs is nice. I ain't heard Lincoln Logs. That was new to me, but that shit's hilarious. Now, who else we leave? I think that's everybody. We got everybody. DJ C Money's going to. He wants somebody to say on DJ C Money. We got to roll. I think everybody's gonna be out, but DJ C Money, this show is yours, bro. You can control it. We gonna let you take it over, y'all. I appreciate everybody tuning in again to the chat. I gave everybody shouts out. Other than that, y'all, DJ C Money gonna take us out. We out this damn thing.
See you guys later.
Cause I got here, bro. Nick, I mean, that's. Yo, what's up, guys? This is the boy. DJ C Money. The birthday guy on Tuesday. Time to be your boy. Yo, you know what it is. Trust away, feed it. Dawn.
Keep going. You're killing it. Keep going. I'm here. Keep going.
Man. That's investment. Trust away. Shout out to the ladies. That was all key. That was a little off key. My bad. Yo, Blizzard, what's going on, my guy? Blizzard Fox. What's going on, King? Shout out to my guy. Shout out to everybody in the chat and the little boy did this. DJ Money. The manager, Nick Moses, 05 Given Podcast. You already know what it is. You know what's up. Nick Moses, 05 Given Podcast. Like and subscribe. Facebook, YouTube. Wherever you can trust me. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace. And yo, happy birthday, man. Tuesday we're gonna do a show and we'll give you happy birthday again, and hopefully we can speak to you, man. All right? Tuesday.
I will be on. I will be on. I can only be on Sunday night.
All right, cool. Have fun, man. I want you to enjoy your birthday. Hopefully hopefully some strippers can pop in and you a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? Holla, holla. You already know how we do, man.
By the way, I'm so sorry.
What's up?
Thank you for all of the birthday wishes. I said in the chat. Being 30 was a fun time. Okay. I hope 31. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I only got gray hair. I don't want it. I was living to Nick.
DJ C Money, man. We love the hell out of you, man. You enjoy that birthday. You right, the gray hairs is starting, man. It's that time. But you party, man. Don't have too much fun, though, man. Don't have too much fun. You know what I mean by too much fun.
I already partied today, and it was a blast. You feel me?
Boy, start the party early, man. Yo, go ahead, man. Do your thug dizzle, man.
Yo, tomorrow,
man, you know we represent, man.
Yo, tomorrow my granddad's birthday. Tomorrow my granddad's birthday.
Tell granddad happy birthday, man. You know what I'm saying? And we rock with you, man.